just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low, keep it on the low, 'cause you know this ain't no love. I want you to be bona fide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Just be bona fide. Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide?
I gotta cut to the chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face, just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. Hey, legends don't die anyway. I was working on a play today. Body bags covered away. I paved, zipped up like a bathing ape. How many of us then came and stayed? Not too many. I've been staying awake to get it and get right on every mistake. I give them a bite, they taking a plate. It's all been a feeling that I couldn't shake. So I just keep killing till I'm at the gates. We straight, we treat them like worms in a lake. They bake, just give me a drum and a bass. I skate and grind till I'm numb in the face, okay? Don't fuck up my day. Don't talk about clutch, I got ice in my veins. I'm colder than Trey, I stick to the code. I'm glitching the game. I do anything for the win at the end of the day. I gotta cut to the chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face, just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. Legends don't die anyways. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. Legends don't die in a grave.
없어 넌 그냥 freestyle yeah 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 정답은 없어 다 맛부터 crash까지 그 한 잔에 나 녹아내림 쉐이크하고 삼켜 내 맘은 teaser
나는 부드러워 달콤해 기분들을 바뀌는 내 timeline
Oops, are you in my mind 숨기려 해봐도 that's feel
Lay your hands on your palm 달콤한 내 말투에 뭐가 bomb 흔들어줘 내 맘을 맞춰 like so sweet I'm dripping 빙글빙글 돌아 don't stop Drop it drop it drop it
너를 마시 위험해 달아도 중독돼 향해 like sugar rush 정신 못 차리게 입에 닿자마자 뭐가 switch 너는 밟아뒤에 glitch 한번쯤에 내 세계 fade 내 온몸에 번져 나는 pain
너의 말 한마디에 분위기는 chill yeah yeah 네 말투는 sugar 입에 감겨 feel yeah yeah Shake it push it feel it crush it
감정을 위저 어서 목 snap 표정 한 줄로 나를 깨
나는 부드러워 달콤해 기분들을 바뀌는 내 timeline
Oops, are you in my mind 숨기려 해봐도 that's feel
Lay your hands on
빙글빙글 머리 돌아 잘안 비워도 안 끝나 매일 달라지는 flavor 한 입으로 빠져 deeper
너는 맛이 너무 crazy 산 위로 드랍해 감정 drip You know I like drop it drop it Lay your hands on your palm 달콤한 내 말투에 뭐가 bomb 흔들어줘 내 맘을 맞춰 like so sweet I'm dripping 빙글빙글 돌아 don't stop Drop it drop it drop it Sip it slow love it love 내가 필요해 I like it drop it drop it Sip it slow love it love 내가 필요해 I like it drop it drop it I like it drop it drop it I like it drop it drop it
In my mouth is a desert, running dry on the tip of my tongue. I can taste your lies. How to measure the love you throw around? I could never hold you down. One of us will have to take a bow. Feeling you so close to me, we drive around. Everlasting love, so much to go around. You got me so high, I can't come down.
Wakey, wakey, Vooka Nation. Grand and peaceful rising, beautiful people. It's Monday. And if you're still feeling full from the Soweto Kota Festival, trust me, same here. I'm running on half a quarter to dreams and a whole lot of motivation today. And ambition, of course. But listen, just like a proper kota layers the best of everything, this week is your chance to stack those wins, man. Vision, hustle, and growth. Maybe even some cheese if you're lucky. Whether you're tuning in from the office, the taxi, or still recovering on your couch, it's time to shake off the crumbs of the weekend and bite into the main course of your purpose. Let's kick off the week like we kick off every good vibe in Sotra, with energy, laughter, and a little sauce. Let's get it. Of course, your first order of the day right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show is a picture of the day. And right behind me, you are looking at a new resort, Hunter's Rest, in Rustenburg. Is a country resort located, of course, in Rustenburg, offering views of the Magalies Mountains. Like I said, the West Rand is a beautiful place. It features a golf course and spa. The Pilanesberg National Park is within 87 kilometers. All air-conditioned rooms are decorated in natural colors and have a patio with views of the mountain and garden. Each come equipped with a TV and a tea and coffee making facilities. So Hunter's Rest restaurant offers a variety of cuisines, and special dietary menus are available upon request. So the bar offers a selection of cocktails and beverages. So if you are in need of a mountain escape without leaving Rustenburg, no worries. Hunter's Rest has it all. Spa, golf, and Magalies views. And it's just a short trip from the Pilanesberg. So a new resort, Hunter's Rest, that is where relaxation meets adventure. And of course, are you wondering who and how? Who's gonna get me there and how am I gonna get there? Don't worry, of course, the Vooka Breakfast Show is your plug. Because you know what? We've got someone just for you. Check out Zwelapile Tours and what they have for you.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Zwelapile Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Zwelapile Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
Are you wondering how you're going to make it through this Monday? Man, as long as you're tuned in right here, don't worry, we've got you, because today's guests are bound to plug you in into their energy and, of course, aligning you with your purpose to start the week. And Offense Madlala is the first guest and one of the guests that is going to be on the show. And he is the founder and director of Upbeat Solutions, a business service provider based la Soweto, Gauteng. And the company specializes in business support, business development, and payroll services, offering entrepreneurs seamless access to essential services. And of course, as a young leader, Offense is dedicated to empowering skilled individuals by creating opportunities and fostering collaborations. So stay tuned for that if you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for somebody to help you with your business. And of course, because it's Monday, and Mondays we are about, you know what, wellness, starting your week on a great note. So Melody Gianni is a founder of Mel's Superfoods. Mel Superfoods is a wellness journey founded by Melody. Mel Superfoods is a health brand rooted in holistic healing through herbs and spices. With a focus on chronic health support, Melody offers personalized consultation and science-backed guidance. Her mission is to empower individuals with organic, high-quality products and build a caring community centered on natural wellness. Of course, if you are on your wellness journey, or maybe you're not sure, Oguti, do you want to start one or not? Don't worry, just come through, man, and stay tuned for that conversation. Of course, right now we're about to go over to Mweketi My Money, because you probably wondering what's going on in and around Mzansi. So we coming to you with your news and sports, of course, with me, traffic update to start your morning with that daily dose of positivity for an energetic start to the day. Don't go anywhere.
Musi Mist.
My name is Mweketi My Money.
Catch us every weekday morning, Monday to Friday between 7 and 10.
Right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network.
Always bringing you the best content possible.
Vooka Nati, wake up with us and kickstart your day on a great note.
This is your energetic start to the day.
All right, once again, a very good morning to you. Let us keep you updated with your latest news headliner. Starting off with the first headliner, Kachalia protecting 121 dockets vital for political killings probe. Acting Police Minister Firoz Kachalia emphasizes that safeguarding 121 police dockets is essential to continue probing political killings. These dockets are tied to KZN Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi's allegation of political interference made public in July. Kachalia also calls for strengthening the political killings task team to ensure effective investigation. On your next headline, Coronationville residents may report Joburg water to HRC. Coronationville residents facing over 2 weeks without water are threatening to report Joburg water to the Human Rights Commission. Despite water tankers being dispatched, the community has held protests citing violation of basic human rights. Resident Desire Jones says the lack of water has made daily life unbearable and humiliating, urging accountability from the Joburg Water Board. On your last news headliner, 7-year-old Bloemfontein girl publishes a debut children's book. A 7-year-old Nontsigelelo Pume from Bloemfontein has written and sold her first children's book, Rainbow Business. Inspired by lessons from Kids Business School, her entrepreneurial mother enrolled her in. With her mom's help, the book was published and listed on e-commerce platforms and pitched to libraries through the interviews. Now heading over to your sports news, starting off with rugby news. Clinical All Blacks defend their fortress against Sloppy Boxer. New Zealand defeated South Africa 24-17 at Eden Park, extending their unbeaten streak at the venue to 51 games. The All Blacks dominated early, scoring 2 tries in the first 20 minutes due to moments. South Africa struggled with line-outs and missed key opportunities, despite a strong scrum and late tries from Max and Reinach. Adi Savia sealed the win with a crucial turnover in his 100th test. Refereeing decision and Boca sloppiness contributed to their downfall in a match they never fully controlled. Now on your boxing news, Conlan Keane on St. Patrick's Day world title fight. Michael Conlan stopped Jack Batterson in round 4 at Dublin's 3 Arena with a decisive right hand, claiming the WBC International Featherweight title. He credited coach Grant Smith and praised his new team setup, saying he feels in the right place at the right time. Conlan hopes to elevate Dublin's boxing scene to rival Belfast and remains focused on winning a world title his ultimate goal. After a 16-month break, he's eyeing a third shot at the crown, ideally at Madison Square Garden or Dublin on St. Patrick's Day. Heading over to your football news, Leslie Notsi hails Hugo Bruce for transforming Bafana Bafana. Coach Hugo Bruce continues to inspire Bafana Bafana, extending their unbeaten run and boosting hopes of World Cup qualification. Following a bronze at AFCON, the team's win over Lesotho showcased their growth, built around top domestic league players. Lesotho coach Notsi praised Bruce's impact and highlighted the match as a valuable learning experience for his side. With AFCON qualification secured and momentum building, Bafana aim to return to the global stage for the first time since 2010. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more sports and news updates throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these headlines with us on social media using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. Now let's get you safer on those roads with your latest traffic update headlines with TC Mazibugo standing by after this short break.
Need a push? Well, let's get you safely to wherever you may be going this morning with your latest traffic update. Of course, we're seeing a few incidents across the major routes this morning, starting with the N12 westbound, because on the N12 westbound, just past the Deep Kloof interchange, there's been a crash involving a fixed object. The shoulder lane is affected, so please approach this area with caution. And over on the R24 eastbound, just before the Barbara Road off-ramp, another crash has been reported. The right lane is impacted, and while there's no visual confirmation yet, drivers are urged to proceed carefully when driving in this area. And now on the N1 northbound, before reaching the Deep Kloof interchange, a stationary vehicle is blocking the left lane. Expect delay in that area, and do be careful. Drive safely, Vooka Nation. And on the N3 southbound, just after the Galoonies interchange, another stationary vehicle is causing a closure in the center lane. Please drive with care and arrive alive wherever you may be heading to. So stay alert, stay safe, and we'll keep you updated as the situation develops. Of course, that is it from me for your traffic update this morning. But if you do happen to be on the roads, do send us your traffic update using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show and hashtag Vooka Traffic, or send us a voice note using the number 060-493-3226. So about that needing a push, don't worry, because we're about to jump straight into your daily dose of positivity for that energetic start to the day. Stay tuned. How? Chomi, you still cooking with cha, salt and prayers? Yo. But don't stress, ungawari, because your time to shine in the kitchen is here. Amapele Pele Spices for Africa and the Vooka Breakfast Show have said, let's bless you with some spices that will slap harder than Umama's 7 colors. Vugage Flavor Fridays is here. We're serving flavor, vibes, and vibes with flavor. Flavor Fridays is the only plug you need to turn your kitchen into a 5-star chill spot. For 8 weeks, you stand a chance to win spice hampers that take your meals from meh to just by subscribing and tuning into your daily dose of positivity for an energetic start to the day. So Haibo, what are you waiting for? Don't miss out. Flavor is calling. Waza.
Little trick, yeah. Even though it's Friday night, and I got no plans tomorrow. I could use a bam, 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 but it's not from you, cause I'm not that hollow. Baby,
Are we good? Are we good?
sweet talk all you want, but I ain't that lonely. Baby, let it be. Forget your rules, forget your shoes. I've done everything you asked, but I wasted time. Forget your truth, you're just cool. I swear anything's better than you. Get you on the flip side.
And of course, man, another beautiful Monday right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Good morning. How are you doing on this, of course, a beautiful Monday, as I have said, man, at the beginning of the new week ahead of us, fresh from the weekend. Please, man, let us share those moments that we had around the weekend, because you know, man, the weekend comes with a lot of good things that we always want to share with our friends. You know, on Friday, we always tell our friends that, you know what, man, we have some plans for ourselves. You know, we have to go somewhere and explore some of the things that we will come back on a Monday and discuss. And of course, that's what we have for you right here. So all you need to do is to be with us throughout the show. And you can also, man, hop in by dialing the number 060-493-3226. So that's 060-493-3226. It's Monday, guys. I know some of you are labeling Mondays as a drowsy, as Monday blues, where you are just going through a lot. Don't worry. Here we are making Mondays more meaningful. And what do I say and what do I mean by meaningful? I mean that Mondays are all about motivation. Each and every day should have its own motivation so that we can be ready and prepped, of course, for it. Not prepped so that we can get to Friday. Let us not treat Friday as a destination, man. Let us just treat it as a day, as is Monday. Right there, don't worry, we've got you covered with good music, good vibes, and good conversations right here. All you need to do is to be with us. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag that you need to use. My name is Moketi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature, and of course, also generator. Happy to be with you, of course, and you know that I am not always alone, right? I will just, let and give it to my team member right now as soon as we fix our technicals, but with that being said, you can just hear her, bakuzwe nje.
Hawu,
Because it's
Nkosi
always
yami.
nice to put a face
Hey,
to
man.
your voice.
Hey,
How are
man.
you doing this morning?
I'm great, man. Just still feeling the effects of this past weekend's activities, but you know, I'm
Yeah.
getting there. I'm okay. Hashtag Sivugile and come into the chat, man. Vooka Nation, we want to hear from you because Nami, you're ready, ready to start this week on a high note. Of course, we'll be highlighting, giving you actually the highlights of the Soweto Kota Festival this past weekend, and of course, getting in on how everybody who was there was feeling. You know, touching on the vendors that were there, and of course everything else that you would need to know. We are giving you premium FOMO vibes today. It's a Monday, and of course it's a motivation Monday with those amazing guests coming onto the show to plug you into their energy to align yourself with your purpose for the rest of the week. Of course, my name is Utisiga Mazibugo Shabalala, your prime cut creative and positivity dose of the day. Umamshengu omuhle indlovukazi yakwantu ngithi kunina bayede wherever you are watching and tuning in from, because of course right here we look to tune into everything that is important and good, man. It's about the good vibes, it's about the positivity, but also about those insightful and meaningful conversations that we have with our guests on the show that leave you with so much insight, motivation and inspiration for the rest of the week. And yeah, man, I'm excited to see what this week has for us. It's the second week of September. How are you feeling, man? How are you doing? How's your morning going? The sun is up, the birds are singing, and of course the energy is electric. Hashtag Sivugile, and we are ready.
Yeah, and so much is in store for today's day. And just to go through some of the people that we're going to have and sitting down with, of course, and having that thoughtful and thought-provoking conversation. One of the guests is Offense Madlala, who is the founder and director of Upbeat Solutions, a business service provider based in Soweto, Gauteng, right here. So, as Titi mentioned, man, that as a young leader, Offense is dedicated into empowering skilled individuals by creating opportunities and fostering collaborations. His leadership and visions have earned him recognition at national level. He has been nominated for the South Africa Youth Events Young Leaders Awards of 2025 in the entrepreneurship category, and the Nobel Wealth Magazine Legacy Awards, People's Choice category. Adding to this momentum, Upbeat Solutions has also been nominated for the Youth in Business Awards in the Township Economy Pioneer category, further highlighting the impact and innovation driving the company forward. And speaking of businessmen and thriving businesses, of course, as yesterday and Saturday, it was Soweto Kota Festival. So much to be highlighted about the event and the day, right? Our dedicated team, they went there, and of course, man, they have so much for us, in which is the content that you do not want to miss.
Yeah,
right?
man, I was out there.
Yeah.
The streets of Soweto were alive.
Yeah.
You know, the Soweto Kota Festival really brought so much to Dobsonville, man.
Yeah.
People were out there, you know, showing the love to the vendors, having a good time. Of course, you know, no big event goes without some complaints here and there. You know, there were some other people who were like, hey, and of course the wind, man, that
One
wind.
of the Sunday.
Hey, it
On
was
the
like how
September.
it's vungu vungu nje esihlangalaleni, bro. Even me, I had to keep shades on the whole time, protecting my eyes from, you know, it dusty and of course the dry grass. So you know, I guess Mother Nature is signaling ukuthi isikhathi semvula manje, you know, ukuthi the ground must get wet and, you know, start growing some flowers, man. Just like you, Vooka Nation, don't just grow, bloom this week. Of course, you know, we're gonna give you some inspiration and motivation just to get you ahead of whatever Monday blues you may be feeling. But because you're tuned in here, that means those blues are non-existent. Non-existent, because right here we keep the energies high. You know, siyakhuluma malana, man. We get each other motivated, inspired, and out of that slump, whatever it is, those blues, man, put them to the side, even those kind regards that are not kind regarding, because maybe unebabi like abanye sibaziyo, or maybe you're just in need of energy nyana, because maybe weekend, if you weren't at the Soweto Gota Festival, had something else presented for you, of which, I'd come into the chat and tell us where you were. If you weren't at the Soweto Gota Festival, tag your friends. And of course, don't forget that you can also tag a friend to tell a friend, because we have something for the queens right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, and that is the For Instance Muse search that is now officially on and launched. And all you have to do is go onto our social media platforms, and that is on Facebook and Instagram, and that is at Vooka Breakfast Show. And right there you will find the post with how to enter, so you can step right into your glow up season, sis, and of course model for one of Mzansi's local fashion brands who are really making waves right here. And of course have a shop located in Midrand at Leo Gem Innovations. If you want to go check them out, just go onto our social media platforms, because we have tagged them on that post, so you can check out if that is for you or not. And of course then you can show us your own personal style and show us how you're stepping into this week, of course, with style.
Yeah. And I just can't wait to share so much, that our team did right there at the Soweto Gota Festival. And there was some of the engagement that, of course, you guys have done.
Yes,
and just can't wait to hear what people were feeling, man.
That's nice.
And it's always nice.
Big Nondi, and plus obvious, so many put big birthday, okay. So, big vlog this weekend, having fun, taking the content. Abantu were showing him mad love, man.
Yeah.
Of course, as you can see there, you nimbonile la emva kwamji, glimpse of him, but of course he'll be joining us right here on the show, to give us how he feels his birthday went, because from where I was standing, he said he had a good time.
Yeah.
And judging from the look on his face at the time, man, amantombazana showing him the love. Oh man, Nisi, the hugs. Tandala, mama hugs, amadoda.
It's showing love, of course, man.
Yeah, man. But shout out to the giveaway winners who won as well. Upaseka coming through there, and of course Itumeleng. Sorry, gal, about your tickets being a little bit delayed. But here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, we don't say you've won when we are not going to come through with the promise. Everybody who has come through and won our hashtag Flavor Fridays giveaway will tell you, man, we always get our prize. So don't worry, man. The Vooka Breakfast Show always comes through. We keep to our promise. We are people of our word, because teamwork makes the dream work, and the Vooka Nation is who we do this whole thing for. So it's because of you that every day we wake up between the hours of 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and have these energy exchanges right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, where we want to know you and you get to know us a little bit more. So every day we can grow as a family. So tag a friend to tell a friend that Vooka sivugile and sivuge maqandi.
Yeah. And of course, man, speaking about the engagement that we always encourage you to have with us on YouTube, I see some comments that came through way before we started, and the first one came through from Louis 2 saying, good morning Vooka team and Vooka Nation, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag sivugile. And then Gasto coming through saying hashtag sivugile. Louis 2 saying new week, new day, hashtag blessed Monday. Yeah, of course, man. And then Gusto says that intro rap song is lit. Of course, we've got you covered, man, with good music, good vibes, a good rap, anything that boosts your mood to prepare for this day, man. It's still 12 minutes till we hit 8 o'clock. I know some of you have plans, and those plans are going to be well marinated right here by getting that daily dose of positivity. Timmy Lee coming through saying hashtag wakey wakey Vooka Nation. Kitchen.
Ooh,
And then
Umam Thembi, my
yeah.
goodness. So over the weekend, right, Nelly Swa, because when we announced the Kota Festival on our socials, she came through to say, guys, I'm not missing that one, especially after she saw Ukeketo, right? Ukeke, sorry, I don't know if her whole name is Keketo, so let me keep it short, like her business name, right? Keke's Kitchen, right? She was like, hey, that K1, I'm coming through to the Kota Festival for that K1. And like I said, man, live Vooka Breakfast Show, even the Vooka Nation, we stay true to our word. She really did come through and she got the K1, man. And Ukeke was even so happy to say, man, you guys are my VIPs, Vele. You know, and, she personally made Uneli the K1. And, man, it looked delicious. And, of course, Uneli came back on our social media platform on Instagram to say, man, I tasted it. And you know what? The way it looked is the way it tasted. You know, it came through. It met my expectations. To be exact, she said it's a 10 out of 10 minus nothing. So, Yazini, right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, we're all about the good vibes and, of course, the good music. As you can hear, man, we're setting the mood to start your week on the energetic note and of course a positive note, getting you in the mood with whatever it is that you're doing, whether it is good to say taxini mhlambe uyala uyakhona emsebenzini esipanini to your hustle, or maybe you already at your hustle, at your job, you're a corporate dude, gent, and you're there, just starting your morning, trying to calibrate yourself, still trying to figure out Uguti, which thing are you going to tackle first on your to-do list. Or maybe usendline ekauchini uqeda kuvuka, or maybe usasembedeni uzama ukuvuka. Don't worry, sizokuvusa thina. #sivukile. Come into the chat, tell us how you're feeling, tell us how your morning is going, and give us those morning pictures, guys. We used to enjoy those times when people used to show us, Abo Hector, sending us images from their cars on their way to wherever they are going to show us how it's going and to show us their morning. Nabo KT, basboni sama traffic updates. Man, come back. We want our people, come back, engage with us. The number to use is 0604933226. But yeah, Mweketi, there's so much going on right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And of course, in Mzansi as a whole. I wonder, in actual fact, Guti, as I was coming here this morning, I was thinking about, because I saw a post on the socials, right, where people were talking about, actually not on the socials, on YouTube, where somebody made content regarding how the Scorpion King concert impacted the economy, Really? I'm wondering how the Soweto Kota Festival impacted Soweto economy around here, know, because I saw Guti, I know Uslu spoke about the taxis, and true to his word, taxis were available late on both days, and a lot of people, even from were using taxis to go home. I saw Uguti, in and around in the streets of Dobsonville. People were out and about. I mean, obviously it was pay weekend. I mean, first weekend of the month, just after month end. Of course, it's gonna be busy. But I'm guessing even around a festival, I saw just activities going around, and I saw, with the festival, they had a lot of people, obviously casual, I'm guessing, volunteers maybe who are helping out, like with Rancho. I know, we always look at how, these things impact us economically, because as much as, it's all about fun and whatnot, but impact is what we look for.
And the nice thing is it brought access to a lot of things, right? Because Abantu, they were able to come and enjoy this festival. Pella, remember there's someone in Dobsonville who has never been to a festival.
True, there were some. There were a few we spoke to.
And for them giving, just for them coming here, it just opens doors for other festivals to when it's hosted somewhere. The person who was there for the past 2 days, they'll also want to go to the next one because of the performances, the environment, the atmosphere of what the festival
And
brought.
brands, man.
Yeah.
Brands got to interact directly with consumers, right? I mean, Big Nabo first choice there, giving away crackers with cheese. There was Eclair, who was, engaging the female population with their beauty products or their skin products.
Yeah.
There was what you call shout out to Potato Nation, of course. Somebody Uslu gave a huge shout out to, because Nabo Oryx, Oryx was supplying, because Potato Nation was supplying the vendors with potatoes for their kotas, for their chips. Oryx was supplying gas and exchanging illegal gas cylinders for legal and safe ones. So I mean, it wasn't just about food, it was also about community, about safety, and about engagement. So brands were out there, engaging and engaging and connecting with the target market and the consumer. So it was a good day for everyone.
Yeah.
Right? Businesses, and of course the people of Dobsonville and Soweto or wherever, because other people were coming from far, man. Pretoria. There were people from East Rand, Pretoria.
Wow.
Of course, everybody showing their vendors love, man. Because even Ukeke, Keke's kitchen is from Katlehong. I know that there were some
K1
of the
to the
people-
world, man.
Hey, man, she had what I loved about when we went to her store. She had the K1, right, ripping Katlehong. She had the Soweto. Repping Tina La Sotra, and then she had Gomora too.
Wow.
She had a Gomora one as well. So I mean, it was fun times, and of course representation, because as you've seen, man, representation matters.
Yeah.
And we saw people repping their gasis, repping anything.
Yeah.
The culture, nje, because even there were clothing stalls, man, music, people came through, selling, things that they deem relevant to the culture.
Yeah.
So it was a festival that was about food, culture, and community.
Yeah, I'm glad that Soweto was represented very well, especially Amakasi, who came through. And speaking of, because earlier we just mentioned Hore Nelly, was there, and I have a clip right here. I'm just gonna play it. I see, right there with Ikotaya, and I don't know the lady. Who's the lady?
Okay.
Oh, she's
Batong, that's Keke.
Oh yeah, the video we spoke about earlier. Right, there we go. Hey man, that's a tower.
And waiting. I can agree with Uneli. Magati, it was a 10 out of 10 minus nothing. Because the one we had in Studio Vele, it was the Besin Khalisa Vele.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you enjoyed it, Nelly, man. Shout out to you for coming through. And of course, I had so much fun. And then we video called Umam Tembi. Oh my God. Wow. I felt like such a G, bro.
Yeah.
Like I felt like such a celebra. Bayana. Umam Tembi. The way she was so excited. Like, yo, hello. We couldn't really hear what she was saying because but like the excitement on her face spoke for itself. Like she was just like, oh, I'm sure she was saying, oh, bless you, because you know what, she loves the blessings and she always gives us the blessings.
Yeah.
Which is the one thing, man, that we love about Umam Tembi.
Yeah.
She's always about the blessings, and hashtag that means Tina, we are blessed.
Hashtag happy blessed.
Yeah, man. Hashtag
Saturday,
blessed.
Sunday, each and every day is always blessed, man. And thank you so much to those who are giving us those remarks that we have to have those blessed day. But there is so much that was going on, and there's so much content that you guys took right there.
Exactly,
and I see,
man.
Oryx was also part of.
Hey, Oryx, man. Hey, those green slushies.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They were giving green slushies. They had a wheel thing.
Yeah.
So it was legal and illegal. But we spoke to somebody from there.
Yeah.
You'll hear from him regarding the aim of everything that they had there. And then Superstore is launching something. Superstore is launching something exciting, man. I love to see Soweto businesses or township businesses doing innovative stuff, man. Growing, and of course that means creating more employment, and of course putting the Kasi on the map, right? So Superstore has something exciting for you guys coming up if you are in Msotra and of course Mzansi as a whole. So I'd stay tuned to hear what exactly it is that they have coming up just for you.
Yeah, so much is in store, man, for especially if you are a customer, and if you were there, information was shared to everyone, man, who was participating in the festival. So of course what you need to do is to always follow them on their social media platforms just to get more information. And it's better, man, when you are there in person to hear the information by yourself.
True.
Right.
I see somebody came in on our Facebook page to comment on the link we posted. Obviously we post the link every morning as we go live, to let you know, of course, good to see Vugile, and we are here ready for you to hop on and engage with us. He commented to say it was absolutely super refreshing. Local is lekker. Let's support local for more job opportunities. And there, of course, he tagged Soweto Kota Festival and of course the Vooka Breakfast Show with the hashtags Monday Motivation, hashtag Soweto Vibes, hashtag Do Your Best, hashtag Start Strong, hashtag Soweto Kota Festival 2025, and hashtag Tune In. You can also do the same, coming on our social networks, go on our social media platforms and engage with us, man. This is what we want to hear. We want to hear your thoughts, and of course that's right, man. We supporting local is supporting self, like the Berry Blaze likes to say, because of course if uphume Msotra, you represent. If wena au create usupport ama business walana ukuthi akhule, kusasa uzoba unomntwana or umuntu ayini odinga umsebenzi, ubani ozomemploy? So cabangani ngalokho. Every time you are thinking of not supporting local businesses, right where you are, start where you are, man. And of course, you know what, another congratulations to those Kota, the people who won for the best Kota. Right, there was that prize that was going to be given away, as Uputslu said, man, with 25k. 25k was the prize right there. Interestingly enough, one of the people, because Banele said that there's actually 3: first prize, second prize, third prize. I thought that there's only one, like just the best and that's it. But apparently there's there was first place, second place, and third place. I don't know which place this person came out as, but Tabi Litwaba. Shout out to you, broski. NHS represent Northcliffe High, man. I went to school with him. He owns 2 sly and a butter. Let me and a slice of butter, something like 2 sly, but his business name is 2 sly. Yeah, man, and he won the prize for one of the prizes for best Kota. So I'm proud. I'm proud of my people, Northcliffe High represents, shout out to you, broski, Tabile Dwaba. And of course, as we were shooting there, I saw him. He came through, gave me a huge hug. We were supposed to catch up, but then the way it was so busy, chaos, I'm sure he was also busy as a vendor there. So, shout out to everybody who won, man. Congratulations to everybody who won Best Kota at the Soweto Kota Festival. Yeah, we even hear that, prizes were given away, even hugs were given away in Kotiam. One would do with a hug, my goodness, on that Saturday. But yeah, man, I'm glad that people enjoyed it. And of course, man, they got the experience of those gourmet Kota, because some of them, they have never seen those Kotas and like, Haibo, Nkosiame, Ikota Engaga. But going back to the comment section right there, Timmy came through saying #rise and shine, a new week, a new day, have a great blessed day ahead, take care of yourself. And then she says, I saw your video, Ndlovukazi. And I think that's the video you're talking about, right? And we are waiting for Uneli to send the video to us, where you were dancing, doing them things. Because of course, I know, man, when it comes to festival, when it comes to Amaset, and I saw Tuesday, Umtu aka TRP, my teamwork, right? I saw a live video right there, being posted, and I saw
you know, you guys also got access to the backstage.
Yeah,
man.
bo.
What?
Okay. Nice things, man.
yeah.
Nice things. See if we got breakfast show. Why not?
Yeah, man. You know, Ali Big. Right, and those nice things, man. The atmosphere and what the performances, man. You know, that they gave in, the artists who were there, people appreciated them, man, and the crowd, man. Ooh, for a rugby field, man, to be filled like that. You know what, man? I just remember the words from Uslu Atiazine. Just watch out, Gutile rugby will turn into a small field.
And it
really
did.
man.
It did. Banele was saying, as we were like, okay, I'm used to like Lindau.
Yeah.
But today, like I'm seeing it in a different light. It's looking different, man. It's giving.
Yeah, man. It was packed.
But of course, that's the beauty of when things happen, man.
Yeah.
And people come out and support in numbers, man.
Yeah.
Dreams get realized, goals get met, and everybody has a good time. Of course, it just hit 3 minutes past 8. And of course, Umweketi, as we were starting the show, gave you your news and sports headline. And we're about to give you your recap right now on everything we touched on. So you can also, you know, come into the chat and share your opinions and thoughts on what's going on in and around Mzansi right now.
Try, listen to me when I say goodbye to you. Maybe for once, just give it a try. Listen to me when I say goodbye to you. Forget your rules, forget your shoes. I've done everything you've asked me to do. Forget your rules, forget your shoes. I've done everything you asked, but I wasted time. Forget your truth, you're just cool. I swear anything's better than you. Catch you on the flip side, catch you on the flip side. So goodbye. Said you needed space, said you needed more time to think, so you went away, but you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My head closed the door, even though my heart just won't leave. That was then, can't go back. Hurt so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, like it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. 50-11 days, 50-11 days, 50-11. I lost count of all of the weeks that you have your way. Wouldn't pick a fight when you'd leave. Now you're back for more. Did you find the healing you seek, or did you realize that I'm everything that you need? That was then. Go back, hurt so bad. Had to block out the memory. If we try again, yeah. Start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. You've been gone since you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle
And yes, of course, man, good music, good vibes is what we always bring you, man. Of course, it is the beginning of a new week. And yes, as I've mentioned, guys, please let us make Mondays more meaningful. Mondays, let us treat them different. And if you can't, don't worry, we will help you right here, bringing you that daily dose of positivity accompanied by that energetic start to your day. Located in the heart of Johannesburg, it is Soweto, Dobsonville, and we are right here in the Blinker studios. Please, man, get in touch with us throughout our social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show on all social media platforms. If you're watching on YouTube right now, please share the live with your loved ones, your friends, and let them know, hey, we are still doing those recaps. That's Soweto Kota Festival because a lot happened right there. Umuntu hlangane nomuntu, right? And yeah, man, you know, a lot of things took place. So please, man, if you also want to send a voice note to the number to do that, that's 06049333226. That's 06049333226. Just to do some quick checkup. Are you guys still with me? Are you here? Crew ya Kokota Festival.
You know what it is. I see because we are
a birthday boy. And I see some of the comments. Steve is saying, watching from a client's house this morning. I missed a tattoo for his birthday.
Hey, shout out. You still owe me one, Steve.
Shout out. I didn't know see you. A bit transferable somewhere.
Kuningia.
And it's getting Kuningia, my bro. Like Kuningia, and it's getting Kuningia.
Wow.
You know? But yeah, man, shout out, Steve. I appreciate. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. Of course, we'll have a good time once you make it here to studio. But good morning, guys. I've been listening to you guys.
Yeah.
And TC, like the vibe that you are, I don't think people are understanding.
Yeah.
What the festival was for the 2 days. You know, I don't think they really get it.
Unless they were there.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
You can only get it when you were there.
And like you say, these kinds of things more, you can't please everyone.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we saw even with the Rancho a couple of months ago when we were out there, for the entirety of the 5 days, there were people who were like, I had an amazing time. I was blown out by the SNDF and everything else. And then there were people who were like, this is Rancho was like,
yeah.
You know. So, but I think for the most part, the reviews, the comments, the feedback is positive.
Yeah.
It's good. You know, people had a good time and it offered different feels on both days.
Yeah.
Saturday, I mean, TC was mentioning you were going to enjoy that Mapiano feel.
Yeah.
No, it was that. It was youthful. Sunday was quite soulful. But Lemmy Crazy came through as well. And he did his stuff. You know, Lindo was out there. He closed the show beautifully as well last night. So it was proper, man. It was proper, and I would absolutely encourage everyone to come through next year, guys. You won't regret it.
And it's annual.
Yeah, it is.
Not a monthly thing.
It is. But the other thing that people were saying, the sentiment that they shared was that this should not be a once a year event.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like they should
because of maybe they feel like the impact is big.
Yeah,
and it helps people.
Yeah,
puts people all in one place to for a bigger impact.
Absolutely. Upelepele from
Josie
FM. Yeah, we hung out with him, spent some time with him as well, and he's the one who was really adamant about the festival not happening just once.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Maybe like a quarterly thing or a year. Half, I don't know, something.
Okay, plan because I mean there are others that are coming up. Not they not Blue Ribbon events, or it's not a collaboration with Blue Ribbon, but it's a Kota festival.
Yeah.
There are many others coming. December. So maybe just maybe the Vooka Breakfast Show
might be out there as well.
Out there, you know, bringing you everything that's happening out there with those festivals. But asazi sizobona, you know.
Next month on the 4th of October, Josie
Kota Festival.
Yes. Plus mina yiyo leyo ngathi ngifuna ukuyibona because I've never it's going to be at the FNB Stadium, right?
This time around.
Yeah, exactly. And mina kahle mangingakhuluma iqiniso angaze ngaye FNB Stadium. Because first of all I'm not a soccer fan, so I've never watched the derby or anything there. And secondly I never went when Casper was there because I was just like whatever.
Oh, man. The atmosphere is nice, man. I think you should go and just try, to be in the calabash because
it's proper stuff.
Yeah, when it's dooming, it's doomy.
Yeah,
But the other thing, I think that you spoke about it as well. Just before the break, you mentioned it that look, man, this birthday was like none other, my bro.
Happy to have been of service, miss.
The birthday was like none other. This year's one was very special, man. And a huge shout out to the Vooka Breakfast Show. A huge shout out to Blue Ribbon.
Yeah,
a huge shout out as well to SKF 25. So we took Soweto Festival 2025. It was amazing. Like it didn't feel like work. We were working, but it really didn't feel like work. Seeing all the vendors out there. That was crazy.
Joe, because even Nelly was saying, Guti, like as we came in, she was like, as she came in with her husband, right? She was like, angazi ukuthi yiphi kodwa esoyidla mara yazini because of ukeke ngimbone showing yena soya kuye.
Paseka also wanted the K1, remember?
Yeah,
he was also looking
wanted
forward
to
the K1. Guys, I almost ate my lunch. I almost ate my lunch because of that quarter when he was at work, So it was cool stuff. I mean, you have something there, I think on WhatsApp, Mr. Mo. You'll see there, like you were saying, we had access to the backstage.
Yes,
that was crazy. So man. I think what I sent you, it's like a 10-second thing maybe. You can check it out there on WhatsApp. It was proper. Like
nice.
The view from the stage was something
wild,
else,
man. I saw people like it was packed because a lot of people like but I'm like, you're big, I'm going look at Moosey, the star of the show.
Another thing that I'm so glad and proud is we actually helped people to have options here on the show. Because when you are there, you're going to become so overwhelmed. What do I buy now?
Yeah, at least we gave you so to those vendors. But obviously, abanye nabo bazile nama supporters wabo from wherever they were coming from to come and support them. And I saw so Itumeleng, right? She's a young woman. Her mom, because she was one of the winners, the giveaway winners. Her mom was also out there with her. So her mom shot some pictures. She said she commented on a post and said that she'll tell Itumeleng to tag us on whatever
when she posts.
Yes, when she posts whatever content that she'll post, because I saw, because they were nervous. They were thinking maybe but we're like, no, don't panic, be organic, man. We got you.
Yeah, man. It was amazing, Mo. It was amazing. It was proper, and we tried to do the things, man. Like the content, when we release it eventually, people will get to see, the Vooka Nation will get to see. Something Mr. Mhlongo said yesterday, Ubaba Mhlongo from Josie FM said that when Soweto sneezes, the rest of the country catches on. That's crazy, man. It was crazy.
True.
And he was just giving a huge shout out to the Vooka Nation and just prompting them, guys, come through. Vooka Nation was on, and he used the Vooka Nation. That's crazy.
Guys, Vooka Breakfast Show is doing the things, man.
That's crazy.
We cannot be, waking up every day, coming here. It's consistency, man. It's the consistency for me, because even when I was talking to Nelly right there, she says the one thing she admires about us as the Vooka Nation is that we're patient. Our patience, our diligence, and our consistency. Every day, no matter how we feel, no matter whatever's happening in our lives, we always show up. We always wake up and we choose to show up. And that is the one thing that I want you to know, Vooka Nation. If you are here, you are part of a people, a community that chooses, a movement that always chooses to show up and never give up, no matter what it is that's happening. Whatever circumstance it is that you may be facing, challenges, because life will always life, man. Because what's life without challenges, right? You can only appreciate the good when it's mixed up with the bad, because that is when you start to differentiate between the two. So shout out to everybody who was out there, and shout out to everybody who recognized us as a platform, because
crazy,
we were out there with our t-shirts and whatnot, and everybody was like, hey, man, and there were some people even took pictures and
to say.
I was feeling like a celeb. I was feeling like a celeb.
Yeah, man, 16 minutes past 8, and I know, guys, we are going to go all day talking about this, but don't worry, man, we've got so much content that we're going to give you, you know, throughout the week. So please do make sure that you stay with us on our social media. With that being said, man, before the break, we said we're just going to cover some of the highlights and give you a summary of what you know, we discussed at the beginning of the show. But right now, I just want to highlight something in right here, just to celebrate what you know, people are doing out there, authors, you know, and not only authors but young authors. I remember there was this girl, man, that we
had on the show. She was a poet. Right? I'll get her name, Nana. I'll get her name.
So on the headlines, man, another thing that caught our eye that, you know, we can just touch a little bit on right here is that a 7-year-old Bloemfontein girl publishes a debut book. A 7-year-old, man. So what happened is Unontsigelelo Phume, a 7-year-old from Bloemfontein, has published her first children's book titled Rainbow Business. Right, the story was inspired by her lessons from a kids' business school where her entrepreneurial mother enrolled her. So the context of this whole headline is that with her mom's support, the book has been published, listed on e-commerce platforms, and pitched to libraries. At just 7, Nontsigelelo is being celebrated as a rising literary talent and role model for the young creative. So what's next on this one is that she is planning to continue her journey with the schools and libraries are already showing interest in stocking her book. This could inspire a new wave of child authors and entrepreneurs across South Africa. And we know that all we need is just someone to show us that it is possible.
Possible, man. The girl that was on the show is a 15-year-old, right? We've also had like a young one right here. Yeah. So her name was Angelina Lerato Mukwena, and she was a young poet writer and a leader in her school and community. So she was 15. She's published and she's leading at provincial level, of course, and she was just getting started. So obviously it's these young authors and young creatives that we're always encouraging, man, to go out there and make their voice be heard, man. We showcase and highlight young voices right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show as encouragement and inspiration and motivation to anybody that it's never too early or too late to start. And these young ones are these young creatives that have been on the show and that we now are talking about are people who are doing amazing things. They're setting example to say, "I man, as youth, we should care about the world we live, we live in, right?" I think I saw something about you as well. You posted a picture of us when we were out there at the AIDS Healthcare Foundation with Uibanati, and you said, Guti, we should be caring about the world that we are going to leave behind.
So it's just great, man, that we are seeing some of these things happening, man. From us having a 15-year-old and now reading about a 7-year-old. Who knows? Maybe a 3-year-old can establish their own business.
No, but we've had, on these talent shows, others are pianists and they just play the piano, doing amazing things, man. Young ones are really just talented. And guys, as parents, we just only owe them that, to nurture their talent, to recognize it within themselves and allow them to shine.
And man, a big shout out to Unontsigelelo, man, and I hope that her peers, man, will learn a lot from her, that it is
a money guy. Imagine at her age, and that is what we want here. We've been promoting this on the Vooka Breakfast Show, right? Where we're like, you know what, guys, being responsible isn't just for adulting. It starts at a young age. I remember when I was in, I think from primary school, because I give to save. I know that money I gave you for your pocket money for school, you've saved it somewhere. So can I please, can I borrow it from you? But well, as parents, we never give it back.
Hey, man.
I gave birth to you. I carried you for 9 months. Why do I need to give you back that money? But it's also a thing of you teaching them, Muguti, the role of imali, an exchange exchange of money and how exchanges
yeah.
when it comes to transactional relationships, how they should work, right? Money lending, all of that. And I mean, you know, umama Mimina, I remember growing up, one of the things that she did as a way uguti asphilise and uguti askhulise ngayo was ukuba umashonisa. My mom was actually, you know, quite a diverse individual. When I think about it, as much as she wasn't educated as part of formal education, informally so, you know, because you know, I saw a post on social media the other day. What is education? You know, Uguti, and that it was due to the fact Uguti people still use English as a measure of intellect.
A tool for measurement.
You know, for intellect. And someone was like, no, but you know, you guys know that there's different forms of education. There's informal education, there's formal education. So like nikhuluma ngayiphi uneducated ngayiphi, you know, ngaziphi. And of course we've had people here on the show who call themselves students of life, you know, and now you know, people who are doing great things, you know, who maybe didn't go to college, university, but they know what they're doing, and they're making an impact in our society. So it also goes back to that conversation and that question I once asked in one of our broadcasts, where I was like, we need to start thinking about how we should redefine what achievement looks like, right, for each one of us, because success and achievement doesn't look the same.
It's
for
different
everybody.
for everyone. I mean, it's
so
it's the thing that Tuste said as well, and it echoes for me, and it still stands for me. Remember more. He said that unfortunately now what we're experiencing in the country, or just in life in general, in society, is that the promise of education being the key to success is not holding anymore. It's not holding, right? And formal schooling still is a good thing. Please, absolutely.
It's very essential.
We encourage people to go to school. But now, the promise of it being the key to success is no longer holding. And it's falling in on itself. And it's sad to find that in a society where a lot of people are graduated or are educated, are not finding the jobs of the spaces that they're educated in.
The 7 deadly sins are what's making people famous now. And like, you know, in a society where now we were told that morals and principle and, you know, values are the things that are keys to success. But now we're looking at a society where literally the 7 deadly sins will get you trending, will get you money, and will get you into the right places. So now we're having to navigate and raise youth in a society like that. And I'm glad to see that there are parents who are still nurturing talents and are still encouraging their kids, you know, to write, to be responsible members of society, because like this is proof, you know, this news headline is proof ukuthi just a
7-year-old
ubhizi nje ubhala a money guide. And this after going to a good school, you know, a school that is teaching business to children that age. It's also redefining ukuthi kahle kahle guys esikolweni, the quality of education that our kids are getting at school. We must be looking at that. I mean, there's also you know, tools that we've spoken on. Remember when we used to do productivity hacks and hacks, school hacks, right? We touched on an app called iRainbow.
Yes, I remember.
Yes, iRainbow is doing amazing things with, you know, trying to get kids and parents to use the internet, you know, responsibly in order to educate children, just from the comfortability of your own home, right? And we're seeing many more of these breakthrough apps and tools that are coming out. Shout out to Zibuza.net, who Malcolm Moy, one of the people that have been on the show here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, who are pioneers in youth leadership and youth education on AI and technology, right? So amazing things are happening in Mzansi. It's not all bad, guys. For the nation, it's not all bad, man. You can still look forward to a country that is taking strides in being a progressive and cohesive community for all. But it all starts with us, man. We have to start where we are with the people we know and in our own homes, and then it goes outwards into the world.
So with that being said, man, a 7-year-old from Bloemfontein just proved that you are never too young to publish your own book. So a very huge shout out to her. Just let us know what you think right there on the comment section. section by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or you can send us your voice note into sharing your thoughts with us by using the number, right? And then Zinzi came through on the comment section saying a very good morning, breakfast, Vooka team and Vooka Nation, Sivugile, and hope you guys had an amazing weekend at the Kota Festival. Happy New Week and hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Kota Festival. And yes, man, we have been sharing those moments that the team had at the Kota Festival, and so many engagement they did with the people who were attending. So please do make sure that you stay tuned to the social media. You will see those.
Another thing that's been happening in the world universally. So the blood moon, guys.
Lunar
how are you guys?
Yesterday.
The lunar eclipse. How are you guys quiet about this?
There.
No, we were getting there. These things that.
I get ready Kota. We're
for breakfast.
Driving in Kotas right
breakfast.
Hey man.
I was. As we were leaving the rugby grounds last night, Tubanel and I, I was telling him, and how I remembered last week Thursday, I actually did want to share something that I think that was the first one that's going to happen, or that happened in September.
Yeah.
There's about one or two.
Yeah, we've had as many other super moons.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying for September specifically.
Okay, no, for
last night's one was the first one.
Yeah.
And then there's another one coming up again. I have the date somewhere here. I'll try to find it and we'll share it a bit later on. But I was telling Ubanele, tonight is actually the blood moon, man. It was crazy, and I saw a lot of people posting about it and stuff like that. So
the blood moon eclipse of 2025 occurs on September 7th and the 8th of 2025. So this is a total lunar eclipse, which is visible from Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, but not from North or South America.
Yeah.
So the eclipse began with the pre-numbral lunar eclipse at 15:28 Universal Time, and followed by the partial lunar eclipse at 16:27 Universal Time, and the total lunar eclipse at 17:31 Universal Time. The moment of greatest eclipse occurred at 18:12 Universal Time, with the total eclipse ending at 18:53. So the blood moon effect is caused by sunlight passing through Earth's atmosphere, scattering blue light and casting a reddish orange, like my hair, hue on the lunar surface. And of course, this lunar event was the longest total lunar eclipse since 2022, lasting 82 minutes.
82 minutes,
So that was a moment in history, guys.
Yeah, and of course, man, for those who don't know, it's when those celestial bodies they are in alignment, where you have the sun, the moon, and the earth, aligned, and of course, the earth being in the middle.
Hey man, a lot of things, but okay, spiritually, good like relationship, because
I mean, there's other people who are like, guys,
unblock izinto, reveal izinto,
Another person, came through on the, comments when they posted this. And it's like, guys, is this affecting our emotions? Because now I'm not well. Like, I get me drama.
But drama. Don't invalidate other people's experiences.
But it's not drama, because I feel like we are connected to
you are as women. The women's cycles are,
and men, man.
Do you get periods?
Man.
When?
No.
So you can't say and men, because I'm talking about our period.
I'm saying later on now we're also connected.
Okay, yeah, right? In your own way. But me now specifically, I was talking about our period. We are directly.
We are
directly.
With the
directly.
With the what? The
with
sun,
the moon.
The stars, or the
moon? With the moon, yes. That's why your cycle is called a moon cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my cycle.
Your period. The woman's cycle. A woman's cycle is called a moon cycle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
something that I would like to recommend for kids, right? A movie that you should watch is Turning Red.
Oh.
Yes, that is something I would recommend parents.
Yeah.
Who have like adolescent teens, maybe, or teens. Maybe they want to, teach about the cycles and moon, and should watch that.
Astrophysics.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, man. If you are somebody who believes in these things and you feel like they have a very huge impact maybe on our emotions, please, man, share your thoughts or your knowledge about such, because we want to know from you guys in terms of what is your thought, man, in terms of the lunar eclipse. For when was it a thing, or you just focusing on Ramaphosa's economy and astrophysics is not my thing and things like that.
So much to life than our troubles. Much more to life than our troubles.
But there's so much, man, happening on this month. Apart from Heritage Month, this month is also a suicide prevention month awareness, right? So I think it is very important to also get those articles and maybe invite someone, man, to talk about this.
Yes, remember. Oh, yeah.
Right.
I was about to say remember, and then I remembered.
Yeah, man, but I am glad that these things are being brought up as back in the days people couldn't speak about these things, but now we are open because we are in the modern days and we're in the information age. So much is being shared in the internet, and so much people have the knowledge. They study about these things, especially about emotional awareness. Psychologists, they go out just to learn about the body chemicals of human beings, how they work, and how you can prevent such things from happening.
True, guys. Take care of yourself. Do not burn out, because burnout, there's something called burnout, and that can cause you to get depression, and from depression obviously the worst can happen, which is you eventually ending up taking your life. So essentially we know Guti, everyday life is stressful right now because yonke into are fast. It's here today, gone tomorrow. But try and pace yourself. The life is not a race, right? I know it's called the rat race, but I'll see gundwane. So when take care of yourself, take life at your pace. And you know what? Stay in your lane, man, because your life is specifically tailored to you. So when you take life at your pace, whatever else happens around you is just a bonus. And you take it in your stride, right? So man, take care of yourselves, guys.
So with that being said, man, as we said, we're going to be sharing so much about the Soweto Kota Festival. We have one of the interviews ready, which Musi did with Josie FM, right? So what I'm going to do right now is to quickly head on and play the interview for you. So please, man, just listen, watch, and let us know what you think. Okay. All right. With that being said, sorry for that. We're still fixing my sound. Of course, our technicals they're doing their best just to get you back into that conversation. But don't worry, man. We've got a lot for you. And then on YouTube, I see some of the comments coming through. Going back to Zinzi Elizabeth saying, "Happy episode #135."
Of course, 135.
Counting and counting, man.
What a milestone! And wishing blessings to come upon more jam-packed, energetic, and amazing episodes.
Absolutely.
Of course. Man, I love you guys.
Yeah, and then Leliso coming through saying, "Good morning to Vooka Amahle Sivukile. Happy Monday, team. #Vooka Breakfast Show."
Eventually,
Vooka
finally,
Nation.
you came in the chat, sis. Hello.
W's in the chats. And then Hector also coming through saying, #Vooka Nation. Happy Monday. And then Are hi, Connie.
Ay, suga wena. Ungangiphapheli. Hi, Hector. Inkinga yakho. And it's funny because, nanoma singakhuluma noThabi uzongibiza ukhoni, and I'm going to be like, hey, TC, assembled. We have reinvented ourselves. We are TC now.
Oh, man. Thank you so much for that, Hector. And then it comes through saying, "Lolo, when I showed my daughter the moon last night, she said, look, God is playing with fire." Fire!
Fire!
Thunder,
fire.
Marupe papa. Marupe papa. Fire.
Yeah. Who knows? Some people got banned yesterday. Like marks yo, I have allergies. No, you were banned. Oh, my brother.
Yeah.
Blood wouldn't tell you we are no good thing.
Yeah, man. Melissa also came through saying, I took the time last night to reclaim what belongs to me.
Oh, wow.
We are born with our own gifts.
I
took the time to speak life upon my kids.
Oh, wow.
Last night was a sign of God's existence. Energies
are real.
Are real.
Definitely. They are.
Glad
man.
somebody, I remember speaking about this on the show and Manele came at me. So I'm glad, Nelly, you came through with that. You know, no, yeah, at least now, you know, somebody else shares my sentiment when it comes to a moon. A full moon is a time for reflection.
Yeah.
Right? Where literally it's time to tune into yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's like the universe's way. Like your time, it's the universe's way to show you, Guti, there's something higher up, there's something more.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a time to reflect, tune into yourself, and yeah. So, but he came for me. He came for me. It's okay.
Oh, month. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. With that. Or evidence. They just needed the evidence. Empiricism. We want empiricism.
You came for
Can't
me,
just be
nigga.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us more. And then we also have a Paseka Sonamzi saying morning. Hashtag
my
of
brother.
Vooka
Hello,
Nation.
Paseka.
He's out there with us. I mean, came with his girlfriend.
Yes.
Uzanele. Very proper stuff, man.
And couple goals.
And they had fun, man. And he was looking forward to the K1. K1. I don't think he got to see or got to Keke's store.
No, because it was windy, Shem.
It was windy. Plus, the other thing was that so
Yeah.
he didn't see
Yeah.
and where Keke was situated and stuff like that. But he did have a comment
Paseka.
and it was good, man. It was good. As you can see him on the screen there.
Pasca.
Yeah.
That's you right there, man.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, man. And he was telling me, he texted me a bit later on saying, "Hey, man, thank you, Musi.
Yeah,
Thank you to the
yeah,
Vooka
yeah.
breakfast show."
Yeah, he
It was
also posted
proper.
on
Yeah,
his
he posted.
page, yeah.
Yeah, man. It was proper. It was proper. I mean, this thing for Rona as Dobsonvillians, I think it was major for us. You know, it was quite major to have such an event happening.
Yeah, man.
You know, so it was crazy, man. So shout out, Paseka. Thanks, my brother.
Yeah, man, we are happy that, you appreciated that moment. And of course, man, we played a role in your happiness, man.
Yeah.
And I hope that, we're going to bring more, man. This is not only the festival. And we hope that next year it goes inside the stadium. Right? Yeah, man, it will be good.
That stadium space, isn't it too small?
Oh,
Inside.
I mean, I think
It's
so. I
spacious.
think,
It has sufficient space. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Dobsonville Stadium. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Smami Kalane coming through say hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Good morning, Vooka Nation. Hashtag Sivugile. Hashtag Happy Monday. And I am so happy that people nowadays are treating Monday as a normal day, man. Not a day where unka yutsa weekend. No, man. Monday should be like any other days, guys. Monday we should play good music. Don't play a gospel Monday.
How why not? Because that's good music for others. Yes, revive spirit. It's a spiritual revival, that thing.
No, instead of
Sunday
being,
yesterday,
instead
Sacred
of being,
Sundays, Mondays, still carrying that energy through.
it's a trap, man.
It's a trap.
It's a trap that we have been taught in terms of being programmed. Hore Monday, it's you now getting
Lethargic, feeling sluggish and lethargic.
there are people who actually revive their energy and rejuvenate on a Friday to say, you know what, I am ready for the next weekend. And then Wednesdays for them are like, I guys, I can't.
Slump.
It's Monday for me.
Yeah.
Or someone Friday, it's Monday for them. I'm telling you, trust me. I mean, Dr. Umar Ifatunde. I mean, I'll speak to to artists.
Hey,
You know, there's a friend of mine. No, what?
Haro, what's it?
No, here's
Brother.
Here's my thing, right? Well, I've never been to America.
Yeah.
The only exposure that we see or we know of about the black culture in America is on TV, on social media, right? Things that we hear and see on TV, on our phones, on social media, and so forth and so forth. So apparently he came a month or 2 months ago or something, a couple of months ago. He was in South Africa, and that event flopped, guys. Like people didn't come, and he was disappointed. And I think he thinks that he's bigger than he actually is, South Africa. And there, I think for me, you can't want to speak on a culture that you're not a part of.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Okay, wait. Okay, so recently, right, he was actually here in South Africa.
Yes,
Lebu's Soweto Backpackers.
That's the event I'm talking about.
Okay, that one Africa one.
Yes.
Yeah, because a lady that I've worked with through Prime Card Creatives is called African Indigenous Snacks. Zamakuba. Empress Zamakuba, right? She was busy, highlighting that event. And I think she was also a part of it.
I think I saw that name on the posters.
African Indigenous Snacks. Shout out to her. Man, sisters, come through, give us a shout out right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show if you still watch, if you still follow anything that we do.
So that's
or that
I
do. Yeah, so, but,
you can't, you can have an opinion.
Okay.
Granted, great. Okay. And everyone is validated in their opinion. Like we don't try to invalidate it, right? But I can't. And get to experience it. Sure, has he been to South Africa a number of times? Okay. He's come through. Went to Lebos, went to Villagas, and whatever else. These things that people come and do when they come to Soweto and stuff like that, right? Yeah. But you can't want now to have such an opinion or really speak on the culture. South Africans.
This is what they have to do.
This is what they do. When I get there, the children. God, that's not what's happening. Stop lying.
I think he's. Some of the thing, the misunderstanding comes from being bubbled as black.
Yes.
People,
yes.
Black culture.
Yes.
It's like maybe.
And Africa.
Yeah. And another thing, is seeing some of the young ones here adopting life, the
American, the American culture.
It's like we are the same people.
Culture,
Kante, no, it's too different, Mr. Doctor. But there's this guy, man, who made this skit. This lady Oko Spetlele, Then so when Dr. Uma comes in, she's saying, "Good morning, doctor." It's like, "No, my sister, you've been brainwashed. Mourning, we are not mourning, isn't like mourning a dead person."
So he's saying right, you can't say good morning.
Yeah, it's grand rise.
Yes, grand rise.
We are not mourning here, sister. So please, right?
Oh, not mourning, as in like MOU.
Yes, we are not mourning. So it's not good morning. It should be grand rising. Right. So those are some of the interesting things, man, that are happening out there. Then
I think they were at the Funda Community College.
Yeah.
Oh. He also was. He was. Hi. Let's Catalana. He saw it to be a tour.
Soweto is the best township.
Opinion according to Musa.
It's the thing like, okay, I'm sorry, like this is not me trying to be controversial or anything, like but
Oh wow.
Yeah, man, it's the lifestyle at Itwane, guys. No, the lifestyle at Itwane. Pela life it's fast, baba. Here it's quicker. Where now you get internet after 877 days out there, the internet speed is not even the same as this one. So things are way too different, right? And then Hector comes through saying, I say it's great things are happening because on Saturday, my uncle went to pay Lobola.
Remember I told you guys.
So now I have moved from single to married in my status. Oh man, a very huge congratulations to you. Ah man,
you made an honest woman out of Maria Rias.
Shout out, TK, shout out. I mean, he told me last week, I think on Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday. Hey man, look, that weekend. We're gonna go to Maria. And I'm gonna show up, man. And be that guy. Woo. And I was like, hey,
I remember when we were speaking on the marriage issue. Remember when we were talking on the marriage issue regarding baby Sani. Lobola and everything, and it's like it's a money making, the Lobola culture, and it's like it's become a money making scheme. And then now, a surprise! What if afterwards I say, I'm part of this scheme, because I choose loves my woman.
Ke mosadi gara basadi.
Yes.
Like, you understand.
I
So
love men who
congrats
just
to you, man.
stand on business, man.
Yeah.
10 toes.
Congrats to you, man, and all the best, man, with your marriage, le motho wa hao. Because of course, man, I think this is an inspiration to
Yeah.
a lot of guys
Shut
out
down,
there.
Mwiketsi.
Yeah, now I will after
Your friends are getting married.
80 years, I think.
Maybe my 5-6 years in here.
Yo, 6, nako pala mpeng 70.
Maybe my 5-6. I mean, Pasaka himself did the things.
He's married.
No, Lene, he showed up. He showed up.
Wow. Pasca.
But so what if she didn't know that and when I saw her on blast?
What? No, it happened. It's a thing that happened already. Yeah,
happened
like about a month ago or something. Yeah, so we hung out on the Saturday, had good food,
man.
drinks, chilling and shit. And yeah, man, I was very happy for my friends, man.
Yeah.
I love to see, black love in a society or in an era where love in general is discouraged. But now we're seeing, I'm loving to see the black love, man.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
loving
in
to
the
see
air.
it. It's
Yeah.
in the air.
Yeah. And then Pasca coming through right there saying, yes, my money, it's still a red moon Monday. The energy should be different. Do you understand,
Yes.
guys? Not
Red Moon
the blue Monday, guys. I'm still recovering from the
Mondays
weekend.
do give that thing more.
No,
they do.
man.
Brian.
Let us change it then. I
Here's the thing.
understand.
Here's
I
the
understand.
thing.
Are we changing? Let's change the narrative.
Yes.
We can change the narrative, but energy is always there.
Yeah.
Right? And the only thing that you can do is try to manipulate it to your suiting.
Yeah.
But it's always there. So on a Monday, and it's sluggish. Like for the past 2 weeks, we were feeling very lethargic, emotional. It was heavy.
I won't lie. At the beginning
environment
of
was
the,
not
I think
giving.
those are the energies
Yeah.
of the transformational energies that have been spoken about
Yeah,
in the spiritual communities when it comes to the moon, because even just generally, I'm seeing guningi, but that's me personally.
This thing is all relative,
Seeing-
guys.
Tune out of Ukoko TC.
You guys
Ukoko
need-
vula iminyango, bavula kuvaliwe. Let me
You
just.
guys need Dr. Umar.
I never
Acknowledge hey guys, it's in the mind. Please. Right, as black people, we do not go through such things. So
we do.
Please,
What do you mean?
Please, guys. Every week,
If he
it's a
is
blessing
a
for every
true
black person.
Pan-Africanist, then he understands how we are children of the soil. So the literal nature rules us as a people. So
Exactly. We understand. But this 7 days, man, it's just 7 days. It's not even like 15 days in a week. We only have 7 days. Imagine if those 7 days can become, a huge blessing to you. From Monday, you have the energy that you need. Why is the energy being taken away from us? You should ask yourself, because of the societal structure that we have in today's day. More to have to work every week.
Exactly. It was the same
2
when
days to rest doesn't make sense.
were crying ukuthi he khona manje wena ungamthola umuntu wesifazana ongeke afune ukuthi umprovidele angeke afune ukurespect ngathi. But that's the thing, you guys created, we living in a patriarchal system. So you make the rules, you can't cry about them, you made them.
I'm just going to be part of the panel that destructure that structure.
Destructure qalani by
I believe that people should work 2 days in a week.
Nibambisane vuka ndoda,
Yes, we changed the whole
If I
narrative,
can, yes.
guys.
I would be. I've paid for dates, sir. So don't talk to me. Don't come here. Don't bring it here. Don't bring it here because I have paid for dates.
You must also pay lobola.
Don't bring it here.
You must go and lobola now.
I must go and lobola.
Buy cows now. Ukuthi le ndoda ngiyayithanda and ngifuna ukuyithatha nami ngishade.
Uyayazi le ngoma kaLwadla uNkulu?
Angiyazi.
Yes.
Ithini?
Okay.
Yes, guys, people should work 2 days in a week. And then the rest should be the weekend. That's where you get the energy. Trust me, guys. Get a president, you'll be happy. Trust me.
For
with
president.
the ideas
For
that I have.
president.
And then Hector came through saying, "Hi Bokoni, do you still have the tech from Quarterfest?" Yeah. Yeah, na owadi
Yes.
Monday blues. Unsa papalazi.
Le papli.
Yeah, man. And then Paseka says, congratulations, Takalani and Maria, man.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
from
Shout out.
us, man, as a team, would like to give those huge congratulations to you. Nelisha saying, it's real, guys. There are days at work where everyone and everything falls apart, but I'm quick to pull myself together.
Those retrogrades. Mercury retrogrades all the time.
Mercury
Next thing,
rising,
next minute your equipment is not working here in the studio. Ufuna ukupress upu. Upress happy birthday.
Thursday was one of those days. Like, hey, no, what's the happy birthday! What's with our equipment?
Heavy, but
crazy,
yeah, man.
crazy.
Release whatever it is that no longer serves you, because you know what? Right here, we are starting the week on a positive note, and of course, the time just hit 10 to 9, and our guest just stepped into the studio, ready to take you by storm.
Yeah.
With everything that they have to offer when it comes to wellness. Mel's Superfoods, right?
Yes, absolutely.
They are in the building,
yeah, man.
We were talking of, not burning yourself out, keeping balance between wellness and life, So, stay tuned for that conversation, because, we're starting the week on a healthy note right here.
Yeah, so superfoods make you a super
human.
Right?
Superhero.
Superhero.
Even my powers. It's gonna be good, man. So, look, this is what we always do right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network, bringing you great content and relevant people who are doing great and amazing stuff in and around our communities. Mama Mel is actually a Dobsonvillian herself, and
wow,
when Malume Pule, the one who's with her this morning, reached out to me saying that he would love for Mal Superfood to come through so that we can see and learn a bit more about what Mal Superfood is. Looking forward to that conversation, and it's going to be a great one. So, like TC just said, it's about 52 minutes after the hour, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we're still hanging out with you right here. So, look forward to the conversation, right? Because it promises to be a good one, so that we can learn how the superfoods do we get superpowers out of as a consumer, And I'm excited for it. But with that being said, I don't know, Mr. Mo, is there anything else? Oh, I do have something.
Yes,
I do have something.
I have something here with me.
There's when we're talking about retrogrades and things and people who appreciate
celestial events.
Yes, events. Yeah, there's something there more. You should be seeing it on the PC there.
Yeah.
You remember Tsone Sokhomoto?
Oh yes,
I've spoken about her, that you are out at the
events. She sings.
Sabona, Black Laguna, and all of those things. Yeah. So she's someone who really appreciates. So she posted something on her page saying that thank you. Thank you, full blood lunar eclipse moon in Pisces, as the tables turn and the shadows turn to light, purged by fire.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's very cool, man. That's very cool. So she's someone who appreciates all the lunar cycles and things of that nature. So it was cool to see people posting about the
and it's cool, but have we not moved from the age of Pisces age?
Or the era, or the period. I think we're in Virgo now, but all the sorry?
We're in the last house. We're in Pisces now.
Okay.
Aquarius. Yeah. Okay. No, Pisces.
So I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Pisces is the last house, Banele. Last.
We'll learn. We'll look into it.
Yeah, like the blood moon is signaling that.
No, in the age of Aries.
Okay.
Okay, maybe she's someone we should link up with and maybe hear her side
and tell us more.
And the information and the knowledge that she has, man. But it could be cool.
With that being said, man, Hector of course sent us something through. But before that, Banela came through on YouTube saying if we observe Isabata, then we won't have blue Mondays but golden Mondays. Hashtag
nice.
Shembe.
Yeah. Hashtag Shembe.
Yeah, man. But Hector sent through
The
something
Sabbath.
that you are seeing on your screen right now. That is Umaria.
Twang.
Understand? Because there we go. Step aside, step in, step inside.
Beautiful celebrations there,
Celebration
man.
coming through,
Celebrating black love, man.
Yeah.
At least, man. Mzansi, there's examples ukuthi black love prevails, and it still exists, man.
It
You just need to find your person, find your tribe. Uhambi.
Yeah.
Man, looks cool. Like Yokobo TK, we hang out there sometimes, and it's proper stuff, man. I'm happy for them. Yeah. Usma Reality TK, nice one, man.
Yeah. And then Paseka comes through saying, I actually think we should have a night lifestyle economy. It will also help with the unemployment.
Completely.
A 24-hour economy,
Yes,
like
absolutely.
other countries where
Absolutely.
a shift or day shift, night shift in one day.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Malls that close
Many people
at
will
like 1, 2 in the morning.
And remember when McDonald's used to open for 24 hours? Does it still do that? Because mina ngalenga se Cresta when I was still living around like
The drive-through,
Cresta,
I
Black-
think.
Yeah, it was 24 hours.
The drive-through.
It's certain areas.
It's certain areas,
Certain
yeah. I know
areas,
in Potchefstroom, I think.
Yeah.
Kopochi, somewhere Kopochi, if I'm not mistaken. I saw a video on TikTok where where there are a lot of restaurants. Badi Bitang, kind of. Kodi Moling, man. What's the word? But what's the word? A food court, yes. So there's a food court, mole. I don't know Kiko Kai, but somewhere in Poch, there's a food court, and there's like a KFC, a McDonald's, a this, a that, a that, a that, and they all close, I think, at like 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
So they can go there and drive and have food, and you're spoiled for choice. You know, if you want pizza, if you want Roadhouse, not anymore. So a lot of these things stopped COVID. Or after COVID.
Yeah, true.
So Roadhouse on weekends, the chicken licken here in Dobsonville closes at midnight. And then during the week, it's 10 o'clock. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And then the drive-through used to be a 24-hour thing, but it's no longer
Yeah,
a
it doesn't
24.
do that
But there's also
anymore.
like a
That's what I'm
safety
wondering.
aspect to it, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of these people were experiencing being robbed at gunpoint.
man.
You know,
Like how now we
Yalo.
reported recently that most banks are trying to shut down
Yeah, ATMs, yeah,
due
man.
to the fact that yo ama bombings and lapha ngase tshepiso ngule ya garage. Ooh, Nkosi yami.
But
yeah.
yeah, man, the conversation still continues right there. 3 minutes till we hit 9 o'clock, and as promised that after the break, we will be with Mel's Superfoods, right? Hector came through, said, oh yes, Pisces are the last house,
Yes.
you know, answering the conversation that we were just having. But yeah, please keep the conversation going right there by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and just let us know what you think. As we know that today we are going to be highlighting an inspiring journey of Melody, the founder of Mel's Superfoods, a brand that is more than just products on a shelf. It's a movement towards the holistic shelf. Rooted in the power of herbs and spices, Melody has made it her mission to support chronic health through personalized consultation and science-backed guidance. It is a conversation we are going to have strictly at 9 o'clock. But in the meantime, let us take a short break. Please do not go anywhere and just enjoy the good vibe music we're giving you.
When he laid his eyes on me, 이렇게 내 눈이 날 바라보는 눈빛이 이미 다 말해줘. No, I ain't gonna let anyone keep me down. No, no, you just gotta keep up 'cause I ain't gonna stop down. No, no, everyone just wanna get to know you. 이미 시작된 걸. Look at you think I'm sweet. I'm sweet, so sweet. You got stung by honeybee. You just wait and see. Look at you think I'm sweet. I'm sweet, so sweet. 저리 kiss and 없을 거야. 아마도 그럴 거야. Lazy lover, undercovers. 너의 지금 이 느낌. Eating biscuits, sharing secrets. Now it's just you and me. No, I ain't gonna let anyone keep me down. No, no, you just gotta keep up 'cause I ain't gonna slow down. No, no, everyone just wanna get to know ya. 이미 시작된 걸. I'm sweet, I'm sweet, so sweet. You got stung by honeybee. You just wait and see. Look at you think I'm sweet. I'm sweet, so sweet. 저리 kiss and 없을 거야. 아마도 그럴 거야. Look at you think I'm sweet. I'm sweet, so sweet. You got stung by honeybee. You just wait and see. Look at you think I'm sweet. known better, deja vu. I should've known better, and I lose. I should've known better. Tell me that this wasn't all for nothing. I should've known better than I did. I should've known better. Love's love, man. I should've known better than to give my all. It never works out for me. Could've kept it at a friendship. No hard feelings, no bad endings. Now look at where we are. Old familiar restart. Put the cards on my heart. Welcome back to the sad girl part. I should've known I'm better off alone. I should've known you were hiding your phone. I should've known that time would show me your true colors. I feel I would play the
And of course, 2 minutes past 9, it is the time. Good vibes and energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity, is what we are giving you. So please, man, just lock in because we've got you covered right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So all you need to do is to connect with us throughout our social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. Right now, we are live on YouTube. You can share the live with your friends, your family members, and someone you think they would like to be part of these conversations that we always have. And of course, man, the number to also dial us on is 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. As promised, that you're going to be with Melodic, founder of Mel's Superfood. She is here. TC, are you ready for this one?
I'm thrilled, man. I'm quite thrilled to welcome, a truly trailblazing guest, right here. As Musi mentioned, she's a Dobsonvillian.
Yeah.
So, really? Middlelands. Oh, she's from Shandofaya. Sorry, Sugama paper. The visionary founder of Mel's Superfoods, right? Right, Mel, you've turned nature's most nutrient-dense treasures into accessible everyday wellness essentials. So thank you for joining us and bringing your expertise, your passion and innovation to our community. But before we dive into your story, let's set the stage with something both fascinating and delicious, just like Mel's offerings, as you can see right here in studio already, right? So I'm just going to give you some fun facts behind the power of superfoods. Did you know that broccoli sprouts contain up to 30 times more of the antioxidant sulforaphane than mature broccoli? That compound is celebrated for its potential anti-inflammatory and detoxifying effects, making sprouts a true superfood powerhouse. Add those to your smoothies or your meals, and you're getting more than flavor. You're getting a wellness boost. And of course, that's a taste of why superfoods are making such a big impact on health today. I can't wait to learn more about the inspiration behind Mel's Superfoods, how it all began, and what's on the horizon. So, Mel, the floor is now yours. A great and grand rising, and I hope you're well. How are you doing today?
Thank you very much. I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah.
We can't wait. We can't wait to dive into, of course, your story and, of course, these products that we are seeing here today, because already I'm excited. I'm seeing something for a digestive boost and a vele, after a heavy weekend of eating amakota, bread, heavy food. We kind of need to, detox the system and, colon cleanse.
Yeah. Get bloated.
Yeah, I am feeling a little bit heavy today. So vele, I know, Guti, you're about to put me on to some wellness hacks, right?
Yeah, and of course, I think for anyone who is listening right here and watching, they would want to know about the inspiration of you starting, this brand. Can you please walk us through where is the inspiration from?
Okay, it comes from a health scare that I had, you know. But just to give you a bit of a background, who Mel is.
Yes.
Mel, the name Mel comes from my full name, Melody.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I'm a daughter, a sister, you know, a mother, a single mother, and was raised by a single-handed woman who, in her life, battled from illness throughout raising us. You know, from when she told us, she told us that from her younger age, she was not, you know, she had ill health. She was not a healthy person, my mom, but a very strong woman, a woman of God. Nevertheless, she raised us from that. But she was sick most of the time, battling from ulcers. And, you know, based on that, I started researching and trying to find out what can help. Because as we were kids, she will send us to buy her Eno because she's bloated, you know, but it will make her feel sick afterwards. So as I grew, I found out about, the first thing that I found out for her was moringa.
Yes, moringa's very good. We've had somebody on the show speak on that,
Yeah, so I found out that, but she got ill and then get better for about 15, 17 years. And then by the time we knew about your Levita teas, Chinese teas, she was already back into the illness. To cut a long story short, she suffered from liver cirrhosis and stomach cancer from the medications that she was taking.
Sure, I can relate.
For ulcer, you know, she ended up, when she was on medical age, she ended up taking strong tablets that affected her liver and formed a stomach cancer. I started hating drugs from the meds, and you know,
I can understand.
Yeah,
I can relate. I can relate with that one because, like you're saying, you know, you were raised by a single mom. Same here, and she was always like battling with illnesses.
Yes.
Like even now, I'm trying to figure out, and I'm glad you're here
No, I'm gonna
because
help
now
you.
you're going to help me with my own mom, who you know, and now she's starting to have now memory issues, and you know, she also suffers from ulcers, and because of you know the high blood medication they gave her, it's messing up with her system and gave her the ulcers and just actually causing more medical issues than not. You know,
because their body becomes inflamed. You know, so these products, they have an anti-inflammatory boost. Our bodies, inflammation is needed in our bodies to protect us from injury and all of that. But once it's out of control, it brings illnesses like your ulcers, you know, your even diabetes and height. If it's chronic, inflammation cannot be chronic. We have to control it, and we have to control our antioxidants. So all these products, they balance each other. They fight these antioxidants. They help the liver. You know, your liver is the hard-working organ.
Yes, it is.
The liver and the heart. If those organs work very hard in your body. So as we grow older, from the
lifestyle, stress,
metabolic, you know, syndromes, and the food that we eat, from all of that, and the alcohol and all of that, the liver gets tired. So these come as boosting. We are going back to the natural where God created, to the herbs, and even, you know, doctors are coming back to alternative medication. So they've got turmeric, has got curcumin, which is a herb. These are spices. I didn't know that spices can even cure pain.
Yes,
they heal. They heal inside. They can even heal, you know, externally. I learned that when I had my own health scare. So I'll tell you all about it.
Well, you can start. You can carry on.
So this is me, Melody Thuli, working. You know, going to school. Started working. I worked at Discovery and then working. You know, with work and corporate, you enjoy stresses. And
I also got out of corporate because I started having mental health issues due to burnout and the stress and so
for me it was burnout. It was not taking the politics of corporate anymore, and I left. And having tried to apply and go for interview, I ended up leaving without a job. So that led me to to reaching a point where I was chronically stressed and depressed. And then I faced metabolic illnesses. Metabolic illness is like I had a undiagnosed.
Okay.
I diagnosed myself afterwards after learning.
Okay.
I had pre-diabetic, pre-high hypertension. That's that. I didn't know that stress can kill. Stress can be chronic.
Yeah, true.
You know, I was so stressed in a way that I would have sleep apnea.
Oh yes.
Because now I was overweight. So I left my corporate job in 2016. Mid 2017, things started showing that it's not getting better. I was living in the suburbs, and the car and everything was threatened. So then I started stressing. The age, and I'm not getting the job that I did with all the qualifications that I had. So the stress started building up. You know, stress is that fear to say, oh, they're going to take the house. Oh, they're going to take the car. It keeps on, it goes on in your mind. 2018 was the worst. 2018 and 19, those were my worst years. So when the world moved into COVID, now I'm overweight. And, you know, I can tell you what was happening in 2018 with state capture. Because I was just a sitting duck. I'm a person who used to train a lot, a gym, spinning, boot camp, and all of that. But now there was sedentary. They call it sedentary. That's how I gained that weight from 60 something to about 105 kilograms. You know, obese. That's not even overweight. So I couldn't go from my bedroom to the kitchen. Cooking, walking there was a struggle, and then cooking.
We are standing for long periods of time.
Was a struggle.
Put a strain on your legs, right?
Was a struggle. Breathing was a struggle. I've never experienced that in my life, and I was faced with this. I started praying because I'm a child of Almighty, and I started asking umuntu obegazi what to do with weight, how to lose it. You get 4 kgs, you kill it. I did not know what to do. And I prayed, and COVID came. My brother started put fiber for kids for school. Then I went online, Then
Power
God led
of
me
internet,
to.
I love that.
The first thing that I learned about was intermittent fasting. I did not know. So that's the first thing that helped me because I was already at a high risk. Metabolic, obese. So these, when at that time, it was going to be very difficult. So I needed a drastic measure, which is intermittent
fasting. I love that.
With this. So I started chronic. The one he's holding, turmeric was my main thing. So I learned everything that you can't take turmeric without black pepper, because turmeric has got a herb in it which is called curcumin. That curcumin doesn't absorb in our bodies. You take it, it comes out. You take it, it comes out. So I learned that, okay, mix it with black pepper. I would buy it and then mix it, and then put apple cider vinegar, put lemon, put cayenne pepper. That was my concoction after fasting. Before I would start eating, I would break this. And it was COVID. My niece was there, my nephew, my daughter, and they were helping me. So fasting and then taking these, then I started gaining energy. Then you do 10 minutes of walking, indoor walking. It's COVID. Indoor walking, 15 minutes of this. And the body remembers that, no, man, I know this. Done this before, and then started exercising. That's how I healed myself. I never took any chronic medication. From that, what I'm telling you, what you're imagining, never took any chronic medication. Now our mothers and our grannies are being fed all these, and for me, pills. I think they're being overdosed with this. True, I have a customer who's taking, can I say?
Yes.
Who's taking metformin and insulin. I mean, if I can explain to you that.
Please do.
She's diabetic, right?
Okay.
So there's two types of diabetes. Well, I'm not a disclaimer, I'm not a healthcare practitioner, but through learning,
through lived experience, and working with people.
Working with nutritionists and following doctors who explain these things, that's how I learn.
Yeah.
I will do my health coaching later in the process this year. But what I've learned is that there's two types of diabetes. There's type 1 diabetes and type 2. Type 1 is the one that your pancreas does not secrete insulin.
Okay.
Or enough insulin. That you need to be injected with insulin. So doctors found that, which they got Nobel Peace Prize, that's good.
Yeah.
Now they realize the same condition on a person who's overweight. They called it type 2 diabetes. But that person does have insulin. It's just that their cells are resisting insulin. You know, you're hearing a term, insulin resistant.
Yes.
Insulin resistant.
Yeah. I've heard that term.
The person with type 2 diabetes does have insulin. Now, the job of insulin in the body is to transport the food. When you eat, your food goes into your bloodstreams, which is not good for us. It's dangerous. So the insulin is a hormone. So this hormone takes the glucose from the blood and into the cells.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a normal biochemistry. Now, when the cells when the insulin is too much into the cells says, no, I'm enough now. You know, I don't need more. And then the insulin keeps on pushing, you know, this, keep on pushing this insulin into this hormone, keep on trying to push this insulin into the cell. And the cell resists it.
Okay.
So once it resists, this person is overweight and heavy and have visceral fat and all of that. Now the doctors have discovered, we've been doing it wrong. So they give this person insulin, type 2 diabetes, same as type 1, who, if their pancreas doesn't secrete a lot, or nothing of that, they inject this person with insulin. Now what happens? They tell her or him, eat healthily, eat vegetables, exercise, but now they're pumping insulin, and insulin is doing the opposite. This person is metabolically ill now. You know, they do all of that, they go back to the doctor, but doctors are confessing that we've been killing people. We've been doing things wrong. We called this illness, which is insulin resistance, now they're calling it insulin resistant type 2 diabetes. So when you fast, that's where I was, right? Remember I was pre-diabetic. Which is type 2. When you fast, you have visceral fat, you have fat all over the body. When you fast, you do intermittent fasting. That's another topic for another day. But then your body starts eating up your fat.
It's called autophagy.
Our bodies, yes, until it gets to autophagy. But it starts, our bodies are very intelligent. God has created, your body is your doctor.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
It will tell you more than what the doctor listens to you and guesses, but your body will tell you. So your body starts eating up fat and fixing things. You're not eating. So it's not dealing with the glucose and whatever. It's healing now. As that happens, then that insulin that was resisted by the cells becomes sensitive. They call it, now it's sensitive. Now you lose weight. It happens with me. I saw it literally. I started in September. By December, I had lost 15 kg.
Wow.
But nicely, I saw it going down. The energy comes back. You can even exercise on a fasted stage because that the body eating the fat gives you fat gives you glucose. It gives you energy. You don't need to. You fast while you just drink water and you walk, you run. So that's what happens. Now they've discovered that now we've been doing things wrong. Diabetes, type 2 diabetes is reversible. I can sit here because there's science backing this. It's backed by science. People can go and Google it. It is reversible, and doctors who've been giving people for 20 years, they started opening clinics and started treating people, making them fast because when you fast, at that level, when you are obese, you have to take electrolytes, you have to be under doctor supervision. But Mina, God's grace, I did it on my own.
Wow, man. Congratulations to you, and you're looking amazing. And of course, that's how you have so much knowledge to share. I always say that the best kind of advocacy is lived experience. That's the best form of advocacy. And now you can advocate for wellness because you've lived through an experience where you were unhealthy, but you were able to get yourself to a place of being healthy through, now going through the process, finding out what works, doing the research, going into it yourself. So, of course, now that means, now I'm even more interested to find out a lot more on like what else you have to offer, right, Jam? I know you spoke, you're saying that intermittent fasting, that's a conversation for another day, but it's actually a conversation for today because as you said, your products together with that can do wonders for someone's wellness.
For an obese person, or for metabolic illnesses.
Yes. So maybe someone is wondering, intermittent fasting. Can you just give them like a quick definition of what intermittent fasting is?
It's like time restricted eating.
Yes.
So there's a window of eating and a window of fasting.
Yes.
So for an example, when we sleep 8 hours, we are fasting. Already.
Hence, breakfast is called break fast. Break the fast.
You get it. You get it. So we've already fasted, whether you sleep 8, 9 hours, 10 hours, you've been fasting. We count it, and then you say you used to have your breakfast at 10 o'clock. Now, you're going to move it a little bit and say, I'll have my breakfast at 12.
Yes, there was Nelly. Nelly said that she eats after 12. She never eats before.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you'll have your breakfast at 12. But you're not eating even a chappies or a sweet or a apple. You are fasting. You drink water, you drink your coffee without sugar. You can take your coffee without sugar, but you are fasting. In your mind, you need to tell yourself that the eating window is closed. Right? Then after 12, then I would break my fast with the concoction I told you about from these products. Turmeric, mixed with black pepper, cayenne, cinnamon, with apple cider vinegar. Remember, I was fighting the visceral fat, so it's not easy. And I've been training for years. I thought stomach, big stomach, you exercise.
Yeah, very.
There's two stomachs. The visceral and a subcutaneous. Subcutaneous fat. Ifethe ngaphakathi kwama organ. That fat yiyo le efuna lezi zinto lezi. Ayifuni exercise. It causes a number of fatty liver. But anyway, I digress. So masusu breakile. If I start komunye and I break her, you can break it with your plain yogurt because now you're not used to staying that 4 hours. So you're going to refeed. It can be 6 hours, but you have to refeed slowly and then have your meal and eat. Healthy meal. A plate, your protein, your veggies, your green leafy veggies, your colorful veggies.
Your starch.
And you eat. It doesn't matter go to uwani or one. You just eat properly because a person will just go and take, I'm breaking my fast, and take bread, a sandwich. Then you're going to start snacking because you didn't eat a full balanced meal. And then remember that when the window of eating, or you can eat your yogurt, your fruit, and then you eat your full meal with veggies and protein. And then you're going to close that window. And then you close it maybe at you close it now, you eat at 12, you close it at 2, and then from 2 up until your dinner, whether it's 6 o'clock or 7, then you open it, you eat for the last time. 2 meals a day. Mina, I'm at a point where I eat 1 meal a day. But
actually, we were actually having a conversation over the weekend with Uneli, this lady that I'm talking to you about, because she was talking about the wonders of intermittent fasting and how it has helped her lose weight and has helped her with her own health and wellness journey. So she was saying, Guti, she thinks this whole thing of we have to eat 3 times a day, it's like a commercial thing for like to encourage people to buy more food.
It's commercial.
Yeah, which nje bafuna nje abantu baloke bathenga ukudla, but honestly a person can survive with one meal a day.
Yeah, and that the marketing of saying breakfast is the most important. I have my breakfast at 4. Because I break my fast
at 4.
At 4.
Yeah. Uguti, a breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Meaning that meal that you're breaking your fast with. It doesn't have to be in the morning, like at the start of the day, guys. It's the narrative, it's the language, the etymology, marketing.
And it's something that we were just speaking about earlier.
Yes.
To say, guys, let's break the narrative of saying Monday.
Now let's break the narrative of that thing, Uguti. Breaking your fast has to happen in the morning. You can break your fast at midday. You can break your fast in the evening and the afternoon. As long as your body is not telling you you're hungry, you don't have to eat, because some people eat habitually, right, as a habit and not consciously. And right here we're just trying to have people to eat consciously, to be mindful of what you're putting into your body.
And sometimes you're thirsty,
but
but because you don't drink enough water, you think that you're hungry.
So another hack that I've heard people have said, Uguti, before you eat, right, to really truly understand or know if you're really hungry, you have to drink a glass of water. So if you feel hunger, to know if you're truly hungry, the first thing you must do is drink water. If after that water you're still hungry, then you are hungry. But if after that water you feel okay, then it means you were just thirsty. So
very powerful, Ma, because we see that you're a living testimony to some of the things that took place. So now, can you take us through that? How do you ensure your products are safe and effective for people with chronic diseases?
Okay. These are organic. To be effective for people with the chronic disease, there are no allergens. It's written in the bottle, meaning that they are not made at a place where other things are made.
Manufactured,
no allergens. They are organic, So we get them from a factory that gets them from India. So we get them, we open them, and Pule puts on gear. Make sure that he washes his hands first, and then the place that we're using, because they're still looking for funding, but the area that we're working in is a nice and clean and sanitized area. And these bottles we get them from the supplier, but we clean them first. But the most important thing is that no allergens. It's allergens free and it's preservative free. Which is
so it
pure.
has no chemicals. It's organic, straight from the ground, and it's just obviously made into a powder form, and then it's bottled.
And I used to use these before buying them, but I never thought that you can have an organic turmeric. But that turmeric is organic.
Nice.
Meaning that we'll come to castor oil. I'll explain. All these products are organic. They come. That one they originates from India. This one Madagascar. This one India. We have a chart, and then we measure them. For the safety as well. So I've explained that. I was talking to somebody that turmeric needs that. It's got an herb called curcumin. Curcumin needs pepperine to absorb. So turmeric on its own, you take it, you put it, it just goes out. It doesn't absorb. But I didn't know that. I wouldn't have known if I didn't follow it. But a person
research.
Who's going to buy from our competitors, turmeric is plain, they take it, they drink it. They say, but it's not helping me. And social media says it will help. It needs pepperine, and then it will have 200% absorption, potency. Where do we get pepperine from? We get it from black pepper. But a normal person won't know that. And then measurement. How then do you measure it? We had science-backed measurements. It's 10%. And then we measure it. You'll find we have a scale.
We see that in the video that's playing right there. That there's,
it's even written.
Measured.
With so much information, that you go and research. So when you formulate these products, do you work with medical professionals, nutritionists and things like that?
No, remember that's done already.
Yeah. Okay.
That's done in there's a whole turmeric. The whole turmeric that looks like a ginger.
Yes.
Yeah, they take that and then they ground this. It's already done. Tina, all we do is get that science. And back it with that science and make sure that we have the safety analysis of these products from the people that we buy from.
Nice.
SOAs, and
I love that. So somebody is coming through right here on the chat. Ubanele Mngwi is saying, can Mel tell me more about castor oil's internal or external use and its benefits?
Okay. As we're speaking about these herbs being organic, Banele, castor oil, flyer there, because it's taken from the seeds. That's why our logo also have castor beans or castor seeds.
Castor seeds.
Straight from the seeds to the bottle. Hexane free means that there's a chemical that is removed. It's free. It's free. It doesn't have. Remember, Banele, the castor oil that we used to take as kids, it had a bad smell. And it comes, brand. It comes from the plastic and it had a bad smell. It's because of that hexane and those preservatives that are included there. So this one is pure and it's organic, straight from the beans, cold pressed. Cold pressed means that they've cold pressed, they didn't heat it. That one was heat, that's why, hence the smell. So this is cold pressed into the bottle, hexane free, pure organic.
So does that mean it's odorless, flavorless?
You get used to it. But it's not the castor oil smell. But it's a smell that you can put. I even put it on my lips. I put it on my lipstick. So that's how it's got omega 6 and 9. It's got vitamin E, which is needed for the face. It's good for the face. It's good. Castor oil, the power of this herb, it penetrates into the skin. People use it aesthetically, like for beauty, for hair, for your brows. When I was stressed, the brows were removed.
So you had hair loss when you were, because stress does cause hair loss.
And I have rich hair, but then it went here. So the castor oil I discovered after the spices when I was now walking, and so I had an athletic foot. When I go to my YouTube and I saw they were talking about
Wait, you
castor
got
oil.
athlete's foot?
Yes, athlete's foot.
Really?
Yes, like a heel that is so there's nothing you can do for that.
Wow.
Then I tried this. It helped. That's how then I started researching more about it, using on my face. I was just using it. I had tags, not even big
skin tags,
the small ones.
Okay.
So I was putting it on my face, and then I thought this is dust. But these skin tags were getting removed, and then my brows were back. So
skin tags are in Tumba.
So that's the aesthetic part of it, from head to toe. But then it does major things. We still externally. The power of it, somebody said, I may be allergic, one of my customers said, put it on her wrist as a patch test. And then she put it there. She went, release herself.
Oh, wow, nice.
She got regular from just putting on her wrist. So what does it do? It penetrates into the skin. And then people with menstrual problems, fibroids, kidneys. So there's something called castor oil packs. Banel. Castor oil packs are for major issues. If you have fibroids, if you have kidneys or liver problems or a major arthritis, we put it in the pack. A pack is like a cloth. They're selling them now. You can make your own pack
at home
and make sure that you put you sew that pillow, you double it, you put plastic underneath, or a girl's pad. and then you put this oil, you leave it for 15, 20 minutes to penetrate, and you put it on the area that is severe, like your fibroids, and then it shrinks. But it's a process. People need to understand that with herbs, it's not the same as you take a painkiller and the pain is gone. It's not the same as you take the medication that's going to heal the symptoms, but the illness is still underlying. So they go with
they
the
attack
body.
the root problem.
The antioxidants, the anti-inflammatory, that is why sometimes people will say, cancer, it says whatever, they help the body to fight these illnesses.
Yeah, because
metabolic boosting and all of that.
I've heard soursop helps with cancer. Soursop?
Yes, soursop is a fruit. Yeah. And then there are leaves. There are leaves that are made. It helps. And people are discovering these things. They go and buy. We have our brothers from other parts of Africa. They are selling these soursop. We don't have it like South Africa. It comes from there. They're selling this. They drink. Umama ona 80 something ogu chemo abe strong. Chemo phela is the poison that they put inside, but abe strong akhone ukulona. So they fight the like this one. Yabona itlove. Okay, I hope ubanele sincede ngobane. We do not I don't advise to ingest it, but it's eatable.
Okay.
You can ingest. I have customers that mina nqinelwe ayifake aphuze ngithi mara make sure that you don't drink like the old castor oil, because this one is strong. So you take it, you are able to do, but the danger of ingesting it is that once you get used to that, you keep on doing it, now your colon is going to
can't regulate itself.
So rather
shouldn't overuse it.
Just put it, apply it. If you are constipated, apply it at your lower back, put it in your navel. It will do the work. Put it under your feet. It will do the work. Even for flu, somebody was, I have my reviews. Someone was saying somebody had, their partner had flu, they didn't know what to use anymore. They just applied it, lima kaleni, on their chest, and they started, pumi flu.
Wow. Powerful.
Nice.
Ma, thank you so much. You have shared a lot, but as we are concluding this conversation right here, how do you hope, or what should someone look for when choosing superfoods?
Usually we'll talk about where they find them. Where they find them at the pharmacies, I go there. When I'm there, I listen to a person. But when I'm not there, that's a difficult part. They can't go to my social media space and see the benefits, go to my website, go to my whatever to look. So difficulty. So I came up with a plan loguti. Let's have workshops. I want to have workshops, free workshops, and where I call abantu abadala, my age group, even younger people, to listen. Because we need. You see, there's so much knowledge, and knowledge is power, guys. So our people are bombarded with meds, and I feel they are overdosing. And they tell me, and I see people are ill. I see people who are ill from these meds that metformin and all these things that we spoke about. And when we try this slowly, and I tell them, I teach them to say when they go to the clinics and the nurse see their numbers are changing, as I tell them, be transparent. This is your body. Be the doctor. Your body is your doctor. Tell them that I'm trying this. I need to try this. Please reduce, because you cannot tell people to not take chronic medication. So they need to speak to the nurses or their doctor or their pharmacist to say, gradually reduce. I'm trying this alternative, and you can see the numbers is helping me.
I'm glad you're here because, for anybody out there who's suffering, since, we spoke about it being a suicide prevention month, and, mental health is a hot topic right now amongst society because we're seeing a rise in suicide rates. So which superfoods can assist regulate? Because even me, I felt the reason why I default on my mental health medication is the fact that I just feel drugged.
Yeah.
Uguti, I'm being turned into a zombie where I'm emotionless, I'm numb, or I'm not cognitive. You
That is so
understand?
sad.
So I'm like, I've been in the system for a while now, trying to find what works for me. And we've been looking at alternative medication, but some healthcare professionals are not really open, especially in the public healthcare system, to alternative medication. They'll always tell you, "Guti, hi, stick away na
It's science-based, and even in nutrition, they did not. These doctors were confessing that in nutrition they did it as a course at school, so they did not clued up that much with nutrition. That's why you'll have to get a nutritionist.
That's why you have to get
in our
specialists,
case in South Africa, it's more dietitians. It's that one. Have you heard of turmeric?
Okay, so would that help me?
Have you heard of golden milk?
Okay.
Golden milk, I've explained, ne?
Yeah.
Uguti, turmeric, ne black pepper,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to go there. So
golden milk.
So turmeric is the food for the brain. That curcumin, it helps the brain.
Okay.
Remember depression is the chemical
Yes.
imbalance. Mina le ngikhuluma ngayo, it was emotional.
Okay.
It was not chemical imbalance. It's so sad for a bubbly woman like you, and
they try and drug me all the time. And I remember being on Topical. I'm gonna mention the medication because it's something that's real. It's happening. People take it. I remember being on Topical, and half the time I just felt like I'm spaced out.
Is what the name, Jay?
Yeah, Topical. They were doping me, right? I was on 900 milligrams Xeni, 900 milligrams Ndambama twice a day of Topical, and not just Topical, many other medications that I had to take, right? When it comes to that, so I was feeling. I also had other people who I worked with in corporate, right? A white lady, funny enough, her son was autistic, and she was like, Yazin, I'm trying. I don't know, man. She was on anxiety medication. But the minute she takes this anxiety medication, she'll even tell you, if I want to not feel anything, I'll take my anxiety medication. If I want to be numb, like literally just a robot, like zombified, I'll take my anxiety medication, whatever they gave her. So, it's a thing when it comes to that. Others will obviously, because, it's a thing of, others will say, no, my medication grounds me, and that's, which is why I'm saying it's good, Guti, you're saying, Guti, people should take their chronic medication, but also supplement it. Yes. I love the word supplement. So you supplement it with the superfoods, with the alternative medication to see, Uguti, okay, when it comes to, the pharmaceuticals and alternative medication, I'm going to supplement my pharmaceuticals with the alternative medication.
Hence, I work with pharmacists.
Yes.
Because the pharmacists that I work with, they care for their people. That is why they welcome this. But I want to come back, Tandiwe.
Yes.
Depression meds. I've seen somebody who a woman we used to train with. I used to stay in the area, Little Falls. There was a Virgin Active. She would walk from her place, and she was diagnosed with chemical depression.
Okay.
So now she threw away because her medication was doing all these things that we're doing. And then she would just walk from Krugersdorp to the gym and train there and go and just relax, go sauna, and then her kids will come fetch her. She conquered it just by doing that.
Yeah, so
just by exercising.
I was diagnosed with bipolar.
Yeah.
So I've got the bipolar borderline personality disorder, of which obviously can lead to anxiety and chronic
How
depression.
can one person have all of this? Think
They
about
diagnosed
it.
They diagnosed me with all of that.
Think about it.
Yes.
And then what?
And they put me on medication that when you put it here, ziningi, zingathi ndaba. And honestly, getting
Treating
it down
the
my throat.
symptoms.
Yes, so putting it down my throat was difficult. I even used to say to my doctor, like, doctor, because obviously when I tried to, unalive myself, I would take all those pills and drink all of them, overdose on them. So now to medicate myself with a bunch of pills after trying to use that to unalive myself was a lot for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, doctor, is there not another way that we can try and medicate me?
And they
that's
know.
why I
Let
default.
me tell you,
That's why I
they know.
default.
It's curcumin. They put it in brofen. It's just that I'm not clued up with these medication. But that herb that I told you about, the powerful way the anti-inflammatory comes from, they put it in the meds, in some of the meds. So you take that. That's the food for the brain. Even people with Alzheimer and dementia.
Yes, my mom is starting to have cognitive memory issues.
It does help.
Okay.
It does help. Hence now there's this golden milk for depression.
So
you talk
explain about the golden milk.
Golden milk is just warm milk. You put a teaspoon of this into your warm milk.
Namhlanje uyashiya lezi zinto.
Uyalala. Yes. Uyalala. Uphuza this thing.
Yes.
Izoyenza. Izothatha your brain. But now in your case, this medication, they're stronger. They will, you need to make a decision. You need to start taking this, and slowly, you make a decision for your body, for your own health. And you take that stand, and then we guide you, we help you. Even castor oil, you put it on your shoulders. Listen to ziyakulalisa. Why? They give you the natural deep sleep so that your body can heal. You need to learn and understand, people, that our bodies are intelligent. They can heal themselves.
I said that to my doctor, and she's like, you're just saying this because you're trying to default on your medication.
No.
They gaslight the hell out of me in the public healthcare system.
Somebody tried to kill themselves taking they were mentally ill.
Oh, wow.
Disturbed,
Yes.
Trying to take cayenne pepper. Our cayenne pepper is mixed with garlic, but a plain cayenne pepper. Waba lively,
It's like they try to overdose.
Yes, but bayazibulala. You can't overdose on this.
You can't.
I read
It's superfoods. You can't.
Waba lively, wafuna umsebenzi, waba right, wabuya. And then also this one, this itlove.
Yeah.
Itlove nayo ihlangane nenutmeg iyakulalisa iyenza nje.
So today, Vooka Nation, I am nominating myself because obviously as a mental health advocate, right? And since it's Suicide Prevention Month, and of course in October it's
a
Mental
wellness.
Health Awareness Month, I am starting today, and then Sizokuluma in October. So today I'm starting with, she will recommend, we're gonna do like we're gonna record my journey on social media.
Yes.
So this is marketing for you as well. So from social media, right, I'm going to take what she's going to recommend for me for my conditions, right? And then from there, I will let you guys know how it's going, the results. I'll take it starting today, Mental Health Month, Mental Health Awareness Month, which is October. And then in Mental Health Awareness Month, maybe then we can organize for Sacred Sundays, because I have something called Sacred Sundays. We can organize a workshop where we can invite people and
that would be great.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Let's do that.
Yes.
Start it
and
right
then
here.
we also include exercising, walking.
Yes,
It
so
doesn't
I
mean
will document myself doing exercises, everything. I'll document myself doing exercises. I'll document what I'm eating.
Yes,
I'll
eating
document.
healthy.
Yes, I'll document how I'm
It's
taking
holistic.
this. So I'll be documenting everything, and then at the end, in October, Umama and the Vooka Breakfast Show will have a workshop. And Prime Card Creators, everybody.
That would be great.
Yeah,
That
man.
would be great.
Yeah.
With that being said, man, 12 minutes till we hit the 10 o'clock. And of course, in conclusion, people would like to know where can they get the products. Can you please share that information with us?
Products are available at 6 pharmacies.
Yeah.
Pharmacy number 1 that opened doors for me, that's Kanya. Pharmacy
Kanya
in
Pharmacy,
Dobsonville.
Wow, right here at Dobsonville.
Yeah, Mr.
Wow.
Peter Puka is the one that listened and
Shout out
read
to you, sir.
and opened the door for me and gave me an opportunity. So with Kanya, we did a big launch.
Okay.
So we launched there. That's where I met Pule. We launched. We had people coming and buying as. It was a big one. And as we saw that products are moving and people are loving them, and like I said, it's a pharmacy that cares because he's big pharma. You know what we say about
big pharma.
But
Yes, this is not
he
big.
cares for his people because he says, okay. Because sometimes he would find somebody and say, and he will say to me, what do you think we can use for this, for this person? And send a person to my shelf, to the corner there. So that's Kanya Pharmacy. And then Kanya Pharmacy Beth, he's got another one in Moroka.
Okay.
Pharmacy. And then he's mentoring others, and others are friends. They come from the same school. It's the same school of thought. Ndofaya, Farm Wave, next to ShopRite, right?
Yeah.
Next to ShopRite. And then 2 in Pramfisher Phase 1. Bakone.
And I see there Ubuntu Pharmacy in Rodipoti, Sante Pharmacy in Pramfisherville.
In Pramfisher Phase 4.
Wow.
Pramfisherville Phase 1 is Bakone Pharmacy, and then Sante there.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then Ubuntu. Yeah, so we are still moving. We're looking at going to Tembisa, but we're also looking at including more range of products. Moringa is the one, because I like using products that I've used.
Can I please give you suppliers?
My family.
For Moringa?
I already have. I should have brought samples.
Okay.
We left rushing. I already have, but having 2 or more suppliers, it doesn't kill.
Okay.
So you're welcome to give me an alternative.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, I'm learning as I've started this
so that
business
means you're my new best friend.
I have to have balance.
You're my new
suppliers.
best friend, because as I've said, I am somebody that has been diagnosed, and I've always been trying to find somebody like yourself who I can closely liaise with. Uguti ma. Gaso. And so now me and you are about to embark on a journey together. And to me, seeing a healthier, happier, better TC.
The journey has started, man.
And guys, another prevalent issue with women is the fibroids issue. So I touched on it, ne? Now I'm discovering yoni products. I'm going to be starting with yoni herbs for steaming. People think it's for something else, but it helps. It heals fibroids, it helps other things.
Yes.
But it does heal, help with the healing or the shrinking. And I discovered that moringa has seeds. Did you know that?
Yes.
I did not know. I just found out when I was talking to the supplier. There's moringa seeds, there's moringa oil, moringa tea. I only knew about the powder and moringa leaves powder. But there's also moringa tea bags. So I'm going to be talking to Mr. Vooka to introduce
Love it, man. Of course, right here is what we do here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, putting you onto insightful and meaningful conversations regarding topics that affect your everyday life. And as you've discovered right now, right, I'm about to go on a wellness journey. And if you are also about to embark on your own wellness journey, you can contact Mel's Superfoods. So where can they contact you, Mama?
Okay, we have social media.
Yes.
You show the social media handles, ne?
Yeah.
Okay. Smell Superfoods.
Yes.
Smell Superfoods.
On all
Facebook.
social media.
Yes. I think Instagram is Mel Superfoods or at Mel Superfoods.
Yeah.
And we also on TikTok.
Nice.
Mel Superfoods. And then my telephone number is 082 883 7910.
Nice.
And then they can please go to pharmacies, people from Dobsonville,
Pramfisher, Soweto, Msotra.
Yes. You'll find everything that we're talking about, it's there.
Yeah, so that's Soweto and Rodipot, because I also see you are based Ubuntu Pharmacy in Rodipot CBD.
Yes.
So Rodipot, Soweto, go out, get yourself some Mel Superfoods, and of course, tell us how it's affecting you, and of course, how it's improving your life by coming onto any of our social media platforms, and of course giving her a shout out.
Yeah, with that being said, Ma, thank you so much for taking your time, just to share all of this information with our listeners right here.
Thank you for having me, and thank you listeners out there for this vibey.
And Hector came through saying, hey, we're going to die here because we are used to eating 3 or 4 times a day. So the mind is used to 3 meals. And with your knowledge and information.
It's a mindset. It's something you train yourself to do, Hector. Now and again, free yourself, because a man who can control what he puts into his body is a man you can trust.
And mental sharpness, with fasting.
Nice. Melody Gianne, right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, founder of Mel's Superfoods. So right now, what we're going to do is to take a short break, and then we'll be joined by Offense Madla. Mahala. Right, this morning we shine the spotlight on a young visionary who embodies that very spirit of action and innovation. So it's a conversation that you do not want to miss. In the meantime, please don't go anywhere.
I should've known better, deja vu. I should've known better that I knew. I should've known better. Tell me that this wasn't all for nothing. I should've known better than I did. I should've known better. Love's love, man. I should've known better than to give my all. It never works out for me. Show me your true colors. I feel I would play the fool. Should've known you would break our rules. Should've known you wasn't ready to be a lover for me. Could've kept it at a friendship. No bad endings, no hard feelings. Now look at where we are. Restart. Put the guards on my heart. Back to the sad girl.
The time right about now is 5 minutes after the hour, 10 o'clock on a Monday morning, the 8th of September. Morning, welcome. If you've just tuned in, you literally just walked in. Look, man, you're still on time, on schedule to catch your favorite rendezvous right here, where radio meets TV, only and exclusively on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. Spending some great quality time with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. My name is Musi Mist, and I'm excited. I'm about to get into a great conversation with none other than Offense. And of course, he didn't come along this Monday morning. He's with a friend and a colleague, Christian, and we're just having cool conversations behind the camera, just getting to know one another. Look, how you and I can engage and get in touch with each other is by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms, but it needs not end there. It continues on our WhatsApp line by dialing the number 060-493-3226. So that's 060-493-3226. Comment, like, subscribe, and do the things that are necessary to be done so that you and I can keep on sharing our thoughts, our opinions, and everything else in between. Come along with me as we learn more about compliance and all things that have to do with the business space. Welcome, gentlemen.
Yes, good morning.
How's it going?
We are fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Firstly, what can I say?
Yes.
Good morning to the team. Quite a nifty setup you've got here.
Man, we try. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and good morning to your viewers. Thank you for having us. Thank you for the platform.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Chris?
Yes, thank you for having us today.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chris.
I'm Christian Vika, and I'm a colleague of Offense
and Upbeat.
Yeah.
Nice one. Nice one. So where I like starting now, Bafeto, is by learning who the person is behind the business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for me, it gives us so much insight and so much knowledge to understand where the inspiration to start such businesses, especially in and around our townships, we never necessarily get to know who the person is. It's often a fella Op Indie, but where does Op Indie start from? Okay. And what pushes you or gets you to a point where you now do actually come up with the idea of the business and calling it Op Indie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
Sir. All right. Firstly, my name is Ufenze Madlala.
Yes, sir.
I'm an entrepreneur. I lead a company called Upbeat Solutions. We are a business service provider. We are specializing in 3 cores, namely business support services, business development services, and payroll services. We will unpack those as we continue with the conversation.
Absolutely.
Yes. But just as a quick remark, there is an issue where small businesses are concerned. Most small businesses, especially in the township, they are struggling with compliance. It's a frustration from a point of negligence, from a point of not knowing, and from all of those factors that I've made mention of. So it becomes a very an exercise that is tedious for them, because obviously they are in the business of doing what they do. For an example, you'll find a Chris here will say he's good with baking cakes,
yes, sir.
Whatever the case may be.
Yes, sir.
And then they're like, okay, I want to get into business, but in their head they're getting into business with the mindset that I'm mainly going to focus on making cakes and baking cakes, and then they neglect the necessary structures that come with being in business,
running that kind of a business. Yes, sir.
So we saw a gap where that is concerned, to say that people are good at what they are good at, and then they do not have, or rather they are not privy of the necessary know-hows on how to structure and put in place other systems where business is concerned. So we are trying to bridge that gap, because a lot of businesses in the neighborhood are frustrated with the compliance, and it keeps on getting more robust. Obviously, we've got our own internal issues as a country, where we've got this and that, and they will try to supplement that with a necessary regulation, to say, maybe for an example, we had an issue where the country was grey listed at some point, and then we'll find we can supplement that by introducing this rollout that came 2023, which is EPO, where they're trying to look more into businesses and expand into them, to say who's who and who has benefits where this company is concerned. So we are trying to make that whole conversation more palatable for everyday consumers.
I see. You mentioned PO. What is PO?
PO, it's basically beneficial ownership. So
wow.
Yes. So the government is trying to make audience to say who's who has certain benefits where this company is concerned. You'll find out that people are used as proxies. Maybe because you are a black male, and you'll find someone who's not necessarily black. They will come to you and like, let's open a business, and you'll be on the forefront, you'll be the face, and I will maybe have monies, I'll put the monies, and you can benefit from BE and. So they're trying to pinpoint who's got the necessary benefits where this company is concerned. So
I see.
For transparency purposes, they've introduced things like BO, and there's more rollouts. Maybe like, for an example, just this year, June, we were supposed to file the CIPC is integrated with IR, the information regulator.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so those are the things that are there that we're trying to aid Tina as Upbeat Solutions.
Very interesting.
Yes, sir.
Very interesting. And
Yes,
to
sir.
find that this is something that's right in. Where are you guys situated, by the way?
Soweto, MDN. But we consider ourselves an exponential organization.
Come on.
We don't. Yes, sir. You were saying?
Yes, I'm saying mostly online.
Yes, we operate online. We do not confine with the necessary structures that are legacy structures where you have to have this and that, and So we believe in leveraging assets. We believe in we believe in this new structure of businesses which are exponential organizations. Yes, sir.
You guys are a one-stop shop.
Yes, sir.
Right. You mentioned quite a few things at the beginning when we started the conversation. You offer business development, right? Services and amongst other things as well. So, but why one-stop shop? Why should I feel like I need to come and procure your services as Upbeat, as Offense, and not go somewhere else? What makes you unique? What makes you stand out to such an extent that after leaving or parting ways together, I'm going to leave with a smile and want to promote and make noise and create traffic around you to other people out there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
I can take this one.
Yes, sir.
So with Upbeat, we have been working for almost a year or two.
Okay.
And with the people we have worked with, which are companies from construction companies and all that, we have had a great retention rate of 98%, you could say. And then also the reviews themselves do say that we are part of their companies, part of their families. You see, so that also promotes us as people you can rely on. Having Opindi, as it's in the name, Operation Independent.
So that's where the name comes from. Yes. Operation Independence. I love that. That's very cool.
So also it's in the name itself, which lets you know that you can do what you are passionate about, which is cooking, baking, and all that. Whilst you know there is a second foundation in your business which deals with compliance, resourcefulness, and all that marketing-wise.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I love that.
Yes. Just another remark.
Yes, sir.
Where you made mention of a USP, what makes us different, what makes us is as an outlier rather, so what we do, and you made mention of one-stop shop.
One-stop shop, yes, sir.
Obviously we can't necessarily render every other service that is there where businesses are concerned, of course, so we are open the solutions. We have our specialty. We've got internal services that we can render in ourselves, and then you'll find out that maybe you need an accountant, and we can't do that because we're not qualified. We do not have the necessary qualification. So what we do is we onboard external service providers. That is how we supplement us not being able to render every other service. So we go on your behalf and have conversations with external service providers to say, you know what, you as an accountant, can you come through? We've got an array of businesses in the hood that we know of that are in need of your services. Then we negotiate a favorable rate on their behalf, and then we onboard those people to say, okay, now you can come in and you can have that service through the Open Solutions, but we are backed by this accountant. We'll go and negotiate prices with a graphic developer, a graphic designer rather, to say, you don't have to register a company here and go somewhere else and find a logo. You can always get it here, but we don't necessarily render that service in ourselves. We have external players that we work with. We have onboarded graphic designers, accountants. We name them. There's an array of service providers.
It sounds like it's an entire network that you guys, an ecosystem that you guys have built and put together, right? So that whenever someone comes in and wants to make use of the services, they don't have to run around for this, that, and the other. You offer all the things inside, internally. I love that. You're perhaps wondering who we're in conversation with. Look, this is from the heart of Soweto to the front lines of township innovation. Today, we're spotlighting a young visionary who's turning business support into a movement. The founder of Upbeat Solutions joins us to unpack more about how they collaborate, empowerment, about how they collaborate with other businesses, and of course empower and unpack all the bold leadership strategies that they employ at Upbeat. And it's so refreshing that we have young people in the streets of Soweto doing such amazing stuff. So on our YouTube section, comment section, we had a question come through from Umweketsi Maimani, but there's Kukano Msweli.
Yes, sir.
Who says, hey, shout out, Upbeat is in the house. Yes, I love that. You guys are knowledgeable of Kukano.
Yes, he's a team member, very exciting young man. He's the one who developed our website.
I see.
He's relatively new into the IT space. He's doing his first year, but already we've given him that platform to say, you take care of our site.
Oh, wow.
So that's what we do most of the time. We take people who've got an interest, even if you are still at your primitive stages, we allow you to give you a hands-on approach, experience rather, with a live business that works, So he's the one who created our website. He's relatively young, like I said.
Yes, sir.
And he's new into the IT space, but already he's learning a thing or two because we connected with people from India, and they gave us an audit on our site, and we gave it to him, and he was the one who amended the things. He's learning a lot, and he already has got a portfolio. By the time he finishes off with school, he's got a portfolio of evidence to say, I've done this and this with the live business. Yes.
I love that. Shout out, Kutlano Masedi. We love it, my brother. And then Meket was asking, saying, he came on, says, yes, Hector, thanks for that. Oh, you are referring to TK. I see. I forgot to answer, but yeah, Love Lament is our top of the morning song. Okay, that's very cool. They were just referring to the song that we were listening to over the break. So talk to me. we're working in the streets of Soweto. We're in Soweto, and you mentioned that a lot of businesses struggle, right, when it comes to compliance and stuff like that. But how do you guys balance community empowerment with business strategy, making sure that the things that you guys are doing is also in accordance with what the community just at large needs? Yes, sir.
Okay. Firstly, I would say the entire business, I know it sounds selfish, but it revolves around my personal values. And my personal values, Chris will tell you, it's economic empowerment, a local economy. I strongly believe I'm an advocate personally and as a business, utilizing it as a vehicle for local economy. I believe in a system where we can have a Musi, a Chris going just like we're here in the hood right now. A Musi or a Chris will go just next door and tell maybe their family that I'm going to work, and they're going next door. They don't have to commit for an hour, for a number of hours, spending time on the road and so I believe in a system where we can have an actual functioning economy right here in the hood, so that is part of our values as Open the Solutions. So in the pipeline, we are working on systems that will speak to that, what you're saying, to say how do we do community outreach. We've got Open the books that we are trying to start to initiate. It will commence in the short term. It will be up and going. So we've personally went and gathered 100 books. So what we will do is we will allow people to borrow books in the hood, because we believe in education being the key.
The power of reading as well.
So how we will do it is we will just maybe scan the first and the last page of the book and then give you a synopsis to say, this is the book is about this, and then you find that online via WhatsApp, and then you just skim through that, and then you order that book via WhatsApp, and you come and collect it at our office. So there's that on the pipeline. We are trying to commence Open the books. Also, we render our services in the sense that we also have a community outreach by, for an example, we recently partnered with one of the largest structures in the neighborhood, by the name of Pickup. They've been around for the longest time. They are aiding. It's an after school program. Weekend program. Okay. Yes. So what we did is we partnered with them, and we have partnered in a sense that we are trying to be their optimizer partner. So we will render an array of services. It's there on the SLA, where we give those services to them for free. In order for them to grow and not to build a portfolio, but we do that for free, and then we have I don't know, can you think of any other thing?
I can also mention we also have our other initiatives which focus on growing the youth and everyone who is working currently, because we can't force everyone to go to entrepreneurship per se, but with the high unemployment rate, we have found that with building an initiative called Opportunities,
I love the names, guys. I love it. Yeah.
So there you can find your content for whether you want opportunities to either get to school, either get to a certain event, or you want to acquire a certain job, and all that, all the opportunities you can think of in every aspect.
Look, you guys have been operational for about a year now, as you mentioned, right? A year and some change. A year and some change, right? And with running a business, any kind of business, it's never an easy task. And there's always challenges. Talk to me about those. There's someone watching, listening right now, is interested. I want to start something smaller for myself right here. I'm also waiting, like you mentioned. And I love how you echo the fact that we need not be a people now, or a generation even, where Batsedi Baronada would wake up early and be 2-3 hours on the road to get to work, and then the same thing happens. We need to get to a point in in the black township and the black society where you walk 10 minutes to go to work. And it's a proper establishment, it's a proper business office or business park. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So with all of those things, these challenges, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about those ones, and what are the most ones that you've come across, that you've seen that it's a thing not just with you but with other local businesses?
Yes, sir.
And how do you overcome essentially all of those?
Okay. Firstly, I think this is a very generic one. Every other small business in the township, one of their biggest frustrations will be fiscal constraints, like monetary constraints. We do not have monies. Remember, Tina, how we start businesses. It's like we wake up tomorrow and like we start a business. We don't have the necessary structures in place. For an example, we don't have funding. We don't have all of those things. We do not have investors. So we start off with very limited monies or fiscal resources. So it is an issue. It's a very big issue in the neighborhood. Monies are a problem. People don't have monies. They don't have monies to buy this and that. They don't have monies to purchase logos. They don't have monies to to do anything, to scale up or whatever. So how we have combated that, Tina, on a personal level. So what we did was we have introduced a new structure, a model where the people that we have onboarded, we've got a value exchange of some sort where we do not necessarily need to buy other services, but we can get them in exchange for our services. For an example, we've got a Zeros Digitals, which is an ICT company that is local.
Okay.
So Zeros Digitals, they fix computers, they you name them, all the IT work. So what will happen is maybe we do not have machinery, we don't have PCs, laptops. Now we'll go to Zeros Digital and say, Zeros Digitals, can you build us a PC? In exchange, we'll make sure that you are compliant, and then we'll create an invoice and discount it 100% just for bookkeeping, to showcase how much have we spent on you and how much have you spent on us. We'll go and we'll acquire a KP Graphics. They do graphic work, and then we'll say, KP Graphics, you're still non-compliant. Come through. Let us fix where that is concerned. Yes, and then you give us. You see, for an example, e-logo up in the box. It was created by them. E-logo, our services. When you see our services in a box form, they're online. You'll see it was created by KP Graphics, and in exchange, we make sure that they are compliant. And you see that value exchange. We have implemented that in our system so that we can supplement the money issue. Most of the time, how we have got and the things that we have currently, we didn't necessarily exchange monies for them. It was value exchange.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a serious issue in the Mali. A lot of businesses are struggling with that, especially in the hood, because like I said, there are no systems in place. These people are simply coming from a point of view, I know what I know, I like what I like. For example, me, I make the meanest tea, my brother, and they used to tell me that you make one of the nicest hot beverages. And with that being said, I could be told for an array of times and ended up saying, you know what, let me get into the business of making tea. And obviously not knowing, I go and register a company and then there's obligations and I'm unaware. One of the issues is currently in the SARS. People when they register a company, they will
tax returns and all of those kinds of things.
Yes, they will automatically think, now that we've registered a company, SARS is fine. I've registered. I've got a SARS number. Obviously I am not qualified to speak about SARS, but we do have internal registered practitioners where SARS is concerned. So you must go and find those people who've got the practice number and everything, so that they can relay this message to you. But for an example, you'll find someone registering a company and then they get a tax number. Then from there on, they think they are fine. And there's an issue. There's an issue here because they haven't registered a representative, someone who's going to liaise with the taxmen where their matters are concerned, And then there's penalties, there's filing. Even if you didn't trade, you need to file for SARS, And these are things that people are not aware of. And then they'll think, because I didn't make monies, I do not owe. But, you have incurred penalties and interest where that is concerned, Then there are ways, as a first-time
business owner.
Yes, Yeah, so those are the issues as corner. But more than anything, what I've noticed, it's money. On a personal level, I've seen that there's a money issue, and how we have supplemented that is by building these relationships and trading services and products.
Value exchange.
Yes, value exchange.
I love that.
Yes,
I love that. And I think that's something that a lot of people should adopt. Value exchange. And it's so funny. It says if my conversation with one and our station manager over the weekend as we were making our way from the Soweto Festival, and I was telling him that, think where a lot of people might miss it, especially when it comes to issues or matters of wanting to be, what's the word, Mr. B? The word that I'm thinking of, sponsorships. Yes, sir. When it comes to sponsorships, a lot of people lose it because they want physically money.
Yes,
do you get what I'm trying to say? As opposed to saying, look, as EOP Indie, we are lacking in 1, 2, and 3. How can you come in so that we can be compliant to whatever the case is, but it needs not be monetary value.
True.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
That is true, man. How we are aiding or we are being of help where the NPO is concerned, the one I was telling you about. We didn't necessarily put in monies. We came there with our skill set and our expertise, and we say we're going to offer this in exchange for maybe brand visibility or whatever the case may be. Yes. So you don't necessarily have to exchange monies. There's strategic ways where you can maneuver or navigate where that is concerned. And you're completely right. You're completely right. People are more focused on the monies themselves, but it's the ecosystem. Man. Just as another remark, you'll see entities like your Ubers.
Yes.
Uber didn't make money until a decade later. They've been banning investor monies all this time, but scaling up, expanding, and growing, and so people mostly unfortunately in the township, they build businesses with a sense of immediate monies. To say I need monies now. We do not have bread now. Then I'm going to venture into business, and it's a long game. You can't get in now and reap your proceeds now. It's a long game.
You're playing the long game. Absolutely. There's patience that has to be applied there.
Yes, sir.
So, being nominated for multiple awards is a great accomplishment, man. From the SA Youth Events Young Leaders Awards and the Noble Wealth Magazine Legacy Awards. It's crazy. And just in under a year, I love that so much. It's a huge, huge accomplishment. So, what does that recognition mean for EOP Indie? And of course, how do you stay grounded? With all of this recognition coming through, people are now seeing you guys and recognizing and acknowledging the work that you are able to put in. What does it mean for EOP Indie? Where do you guys see yourselves? And how do you make sure that with all of the traffic that's created around you, EOP Indie, you optimize all the eyes and the ears that are glued to you guys?
Okay. You can give it a go again.
Okay, cool. So on a personal, not really personal, on a business level,
yes, sir.
One of our objectives or our plans or our goals for the year, it's brand visibility. We believe in capturing the necessary eyeballs for us to get into our next phase where we get to sell the actual services. We have sold the services that we render, but it's a competitive, it's a saturated market.
Absolutely.
So things like review or having a brand visibility, it's the new current now. People are not focused on whether or not you are selling the service that you are saying you are selling. There's a lot of people selling that service. So these are. Believe it or not, these are part of our goals for the year. To say we are interested in visibility because it builds trust. Remember, I told you, Tina, we are an exponential organization, so we don't necessarily have an office. So we are working online, and we've rendered the service to someone. Also, for example, in Mpumalanga, there's a security company in Mpumalanga. We have facilitated that registration of with Sarah, that company registration. So personally on Tina rather, we are working, we are using these to aid or to enhance our goal for the year. So we've got an internal goal, which is brand visibility. So they help us. What is it that I'm trying to say? They help us reach our goal in a nutshell. Yes. So but what is happening there? It's mainly another strategy to us. We are not. It is exciting to be nominated. It's beautiful and it showcases that your work has been seen. But to us, it's another campaign that we are using for our internal goals.
I love that.
Yes,
hey man, very very cool stuff. So, for a young person, a young boy, a young girl who's watching and listening right now, is seeing all the recognition, and is hearing all of the things. Christelle Buankazone, as Up Indie, also wants to start a business for themselves. Like you mentioned, there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just about registering and saying, I have a business. What do you think is the most simplest way to go about it? Where do I start Gili Musi for whatever business I want to start? And I'm hearing all the things that you guys are saying. What's the simplest way and the most easiest way, I guess, maybe to go about it?
Okay. From my perspective, I don't know, maybe my colleague may differ with me, but what I've learned is that with a little mentoring or a little guidance there and there, you can then be able to start your own business without the fears that go around it. Knowing that there is such an organization like Opindi, that the compliance side or the back side of your business is handled very well, and you obviously have to trust it, so we will be there. But front wise, where you are in the front desk and you're dealing with the everyday things, I believe having a mentor, guidance, and being able to know what to do next, and obviously being knowledgeable and being cognizant in whatever you're doing, then you could be fine with starting a business that's good for you.
I love that. In closure, because I don't want to keep you guys for too long, right? In closure, what's next for you, Up Indie? The next 3 years, the next 5 years from now, because already you're doing such amazing stuff. Is it maybe perhaps procuring a office space for yourself? Because like you mentioned, you don't necessarily have an office space. What is the future looking like for Up Indie?
Okay, future for Up Indie. Okay. We made mention that we specialize in 3 codes, namely business support, business development, and payroll services. So I've got a bit of a background. I was given an opportunity by a small business. That is why I care so much about small businesses. So I saw their power and how they can potentially combat the issue that we have, which is unemployment. So, but now, where payroll is concerned, I was given an opportunity to look into that space and through supervision of my mentor, I understood it better, and I was like, okay, this is cool. This is something that I want to deep dive into, So in the next year or 2, we are looking into creating our own payroll system.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we are still obviously it's inception now. We are still trying to ideation rather. We are looking into how well we can properly execute that, but we are looking into creating our own payroll system. We are looking into especially catered for the people in the neighborhood, so that it can be cost effective and all. We are looking into as well as our bookkeeping system. So we are trying to understand the market and how businesses are operating locally, so that we tailor those systems rather specifically for them. So we're looking into a system. We're making sure that we automate the little things that small businesses are doing. For example, if you're doing whatever that you're doing, we create a system that is catering for small businesses, because I think by that time we could have understood their frustration and how they operate. To say, you might find things that are out there in the market that they are not necessarily for small businesses, like businesses in the hood, because we've got our own way of doing things. Yeah, so we want to get into that point where we automate those cumbersome exercises, for small businesses. Okay, every time you do this and it takes you a lot of time, and so we just plug in and make sure that is automated. We want to venture into software development, where we create those systems for businesses, small businesses. Also, we want to get into there's an array of things that we want to get into. Yeah,
I'm sure.
In the pipeline, I can imagine. Yes, sir. In the pipeline, we've got serious things happening as well. We've got an announcement. People should be on the lookout for that on our socials. We are going mid-market now. We are going to offer services for mid-market. We are still having those conversations with that company.
Yes, sir.
So beautiful things are coming. People should be on the lookout.
I love that. Yes, I love that. It sounds cool, man. Yes, and it sounds exciting as well. I'm sure you guys internally as a company, you're looking for go to all of these ventures that you want to go into. On our YouTube section, Hector Takalani came through saying, how long or how old is the business? And we mentioned that it's a year and some change, right?
Yes, so 2023 we started the business.
Okay.
And we thought, let's not fully go into business. Let's try and understand the market. So we went for a visibility or viability test for a whole year.
Oh wow.
2023, a whole of 2023. Then only 2024 we incorporated the business. So we've been around since 2023, and we reviewed and we assessed the market, and we got our first client. It was a big client, a company, Infoways.
Oh wow.
They've been around for 10 years, I think,
Okay.
that time when we acquired them. So since then and now, it's been at least good 2 years.
Yeah.
And a couple of changes.
I see.
Yes.
I see. And then he comes back again. He says, so it's like OS, they are doing barter trade. The value exchange, more or less.
Yes.
Like you
internally, yes, with the associates.
Yes, with all of the people that you guys have gotten in touch with and are working with, essentially.
Yes,
I love that.
Yes,
I love that. So, a township economy pioneer is a very bold title, man. You know, but talk to me. What does pioneering look like for you? And I think maybe the reason I'm asking is for instance, we just came from a weekend year, so we talk about the festival 2025. When small businesses were out there, big businesses were out there to come and showcase and exhibit their services or their products, right? So as someone who is trying to keep it in the township and in the black community, of course, more specifically, there's a person we had an engagement with yesterday, and he said that Imali needs to go through 7 people before it leaves the township economy.
The ecosystem.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? It has to run through 7, 8, 10 people, maybe even 11, right, before it can leave. You know, because what you find in places like Fourways, imali yakho ni kitima khona la. In Santon, imali yakho ni circulator la. So how do you pioneer? Or what does pioneering look like for you guys, especially as a original business born right here in the streets of Soweto?
Remember when I told you about having an ecosystem that is fully functional in the hood? That is us daring to create that. So I think that is pioneering. So bring all these people together and saying we are local businesses, let's come together and create an ecosystem. That spiral doctrine you made mention of now. We circulate monies here, you know. We do not need we can look outside, you know, but we want to create structures that are very robust for for local businesses first, and then we get into onboarding other people externally. So, you know, so I think pioneering for us is that daring to dream about a local or a local economy, where, like I said, a music will go just next door. That is us. That's the word. Pioneering. Yes, sir.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that, and I look forward to it. And I hope that everyone and anyone who's listening, from wherever they're trending from, they can adopt that kind of mindset.
True.
You know, where we don't have to leave Ikasile to. I always brag, Mina, you know, to Amatita who are not from Soweto, and we make it a joke show. When we puma Soweto, when we puma East Rand, when we puma Gugupi. But the nice thing about Soweto, I think, that Sowetans have built and have created is that you can stay days like us. You know, you can spend about 3 to 4 nights alone, driving from a Protea to Tipkloof. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I hope maybe in the future, moving forward, everyone else can adopt that kind of mindset. Christian, anything else, a piece of advice that you guys might have for anyone who's listening and watching, running a business, wants to create a business, wants to maybe perhaps acquire your services as well as Upbeat? Talk to me.
Okay. From my side, what I would say is that with Upbeat, and obviously we believe in blockchain economy.
Yes, sir.
So what we are doing on our side is that we want people to be as independent as possible themselves with whatever they are passionate about. You know. So what I would advise them, if they want to join in with Upbeat and obviously want to know more about Upbeat, they should expect that people they are coming to are doing what they know best and believe they are doing it up to par with quality and understanding for it. So that's my best advice for them, to go to the people that know and even give it their time and necessary research behind it so that they understand and give out the best services behind it. Yeah.
I love it. I love it, guys. Thank you so much for coming.
So,
someone wants to get in touch, social media, phone numbers, emails, websites, all of the works. Talk to me.
Yes, sir. I think every other social platform you can think of that is business related, you can find us there.
Yeah.
WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. You name them. It's Open Solutions everywhere. We do not have any different alternative name where online is concerned. Open Solutions everywhere. You can find us. Yes, sir.
WhatsApp number, business number, email, things of that sort.
You can simply go to Google and say Open Solutions number, and you'll find our
you
number.
guys pop up there.
Definitely.
I love it.
Yes,
I love it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Guys, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
We appreciate. We appreciate.
Thank you for the platform.
Yeah, man, for taking the time to come and hang out with us. You know, I'm happy.
Yes,
man, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy. And I'm looking forward to what you guys are going to do, man, in the future. All the spaces that you want to be involved in, man.
Okay.
And this is to more prosperity and more growth, man. We love it. Offensive has built a great business for connecting skilled people to real opportunities. Talk to me. Who in your community is doing the same? Send us a voice note. Send them a shout out so that we can highlight them and give them praise and create traffic along all of those platforms that we're talking about. Upbeat Solutions isn't just a business. It's a blueprint for what's possible when vision meets community. Wow. As Offensive continues to build bridges to unlock doors, we're reminded that legacy isn't built in isolation. It's crafted through connection. So now stay tuned and stay inspired, my brother. I know something is happening after the break, right? After we let Upindi and Offense and Chris go. But after the interview, we're going to play an interview for you that we conducted with Mpomhlongo, the CEO of Jozi FM, and he also was just shining light on what the Soweto Kota Festival has to offer for this year. You know, so great interactions. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with you after this cool stuff.
Thank you.
How? Chomi, you still cooking with cha, salt, and prayers. But don't stress, ungawari, because your time to shine in the kitchen is here. Amapele Spices for Africa and the Vooka Breakfast Show have said, let's bless you with some spices that will slap harder than Umama's 7 colors. Vooka Flavor Fridays is here. We're serving flavor, vibes, and vibes with flavor. Flavor Fridays is the only plug you need to turn your kitchen into a 5-star chill spot. For 8 weeks, you stand a chance to win spice hampers that take your meals from meh to just by subscribing and tuning into your daily dose of positivity for an energetic start to the day. So Hypo, what are you waiting for? Don't miss out. Flavor is calling. Waza.
So we're still spending some great quality time right here at the Soweto Kota Festival 2025. It's the second and the last day. And of course, all this great content is brought to you by the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. Spending some great quality time with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. And I'm about to jump into such a great conversation. And with no further ado, I don't want to waste your time. Let's get into it and find out from the man himself what this year's festival has to offer and what their involvement is as Jozi FM. Thank you so much for coming.
Musi, thank you so much. To the Vooka Nation, yes, sir. It's just beautiful here today. Yeah. Beautiful events, beautiful atmosphere, beautiful people, you know, and I'm just looking forward to yet another one next year and another year and another year. You know, one of the most critical things that I've learned about us Sowetans, I'm going to put it like that, because whenever we sneeze, South Africa catches the flu. Absolutely. How many other Kota festivals came after this one? So there are so many Kota festivals now after this one. So it just shows that when we put our heads together and do something as a nation, you know, as Sowetans, as a people, there's so much that we can achieve. Look at how this business of Kota is growing, and so it evolved to just being, you know, being done in some shady house and some kukunyano ngolile to now being branded, you know. Imagine if you see how beautiful the packaging also looks. For me, that says a lot. But also you look at the bread, the freshness. You look at how they prepare. You know, these people, they actually mean business. They're not just doing it because they want to pass time, or they're doing it because they're hungry. Let's get something. Hence, there's pricing as well. You know, how you package it, how you present it, how you. So for me, I think, you know, I can't wait for the next generations, for the next Vooka generations to continue celebrating what is truly ours. You must remember, Kota Kintu Kokas, it's a typical township business. So we need to ensure that we grow it. And for me, it is just one of the legacies that we can leave for generations that are coming, you know. And we know Kota is nothing really new. You know, it's been there, but I think it was just done under those circumstances, apartheid, where people were hiding. But now people are running it as business, where you can go and dine. Typically dine in a Kota, because that's where we are going, where you can go as a family. Remember, Kota was done for Wantanebe School at some point, which now is for school kids. You can actually take your family out, go chill somewhere, enjoy Kota. And the beauty about it, a Kota now has the menu. To remember Makota before, it was just brown bread, mince, namazamba, and achanya. That was it. So now, you know, there's polony, there's cheese, there's this, there's that, which means that there's also sauces that are added into it. Because also abantu, banama taste buds are different. Abanye, I don't like tomato, I like that. They put pickles into it. Who would have thought? Exactly. It's a Kota. So for me, we need to really evolve and make sure Kota moves with the times. You know, 2000 needs something that, you know, fresh and that and resonates with them. Yeah, and take pride. You know what, guys, we're going out to the Kota Festival. People went shopping to look good to be here today. People prepared themselves to be here. Our kids were saying, "Daddy, Kota Festival." You know, what's the date? They put it in their phones. Exactly, because they know what. You know, precisely. So for me, that's what excites me more than anything else. We are, you know, this Vooka nation that does things differently, where we are now saying, let's pick up our socks, let's do things differently. Let us take pride in who we are, what we have created. It's just beautiful.
I love it. And I love how you say that the innovation behind it is just amazing. From a typical umkuku somewhere in the backyard to now being an entire movement. And not just in the streets of Soweto, but the country throughout. Everyone has copied it. And I like how you also say that when Soweto sneezes, the rest of the country catches on to that. I love that. But now, let's talk the involvement of Jozi FM or just radio culture in general. You know, and specifically Jozi FM, because I want to mention that it's the station of the people. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I think all of us have a memory, at least one memory, that we can attach to the station and say, you know what, Nkumbula Ubanbani, I remember this happened, How do you think it intersects just radio culture in general with Soweto Kota Festival as it's now in its 8th annual year?
Yeah. First of all, I think we need to remind people that Jozi FM is not just radio. We are more than just radio. It means that we are part of the heartbeat of what's happening within the community. So you cannot necessarily separate us from Kota Festival. In fact, we should not get to a point where we are looked at as a media partner or as a media. We're not there to cover stories, but we are there to be part and parcel of what is happening. Because we're not there to say, oh, Nanenza, let's give you exposure. No, let us be part of that. Let us grow with these people. For me, remember, at the end of the day, we need to see these Kota businesses growing. It's not about us. It's about the community growing. Remember, if one Kota business grows, it employs one more person. And another one grows another. So if you have 5 Kota outlets and employing 5 more people, so it means we are playing a role here. So if Tina, we have exposure yabantu, the listener, the Jozi FM family, it is up to us, our responsibility to expose them to say mamelange land ukuthi siya north siyodla sometimes asiyenze like us asidlen like us, let's enjoy like us. This is part of us. Lamakota wethu abobaba bethu omkhulu bethu malume bethu, long before they started it, let us take it up to another level. But let us always remember we are more than just radio. For us, it's not about radio, but it's about the growth of the community economically. We cannot sit and complain there isn't employment, but also we are the same nation that takes money out of the township to somewhere else. Exactly. So let the rent circulate like it's Kal. then we may consider taking it out. So we need to be able to say nalenda usiziuzayo. So that's sibalekela ukuthi you see a house written this house not for sale, blah blah. Why can't we say, okay, why nilo lendlo? What is the problem? Why can't we then convert it? Exactly, let it pay rent, let it pay us, so that exactly, so that at the end of the day we know ukuthi there's food on the table, there's bread on the table, rather than just siyalo asitela into engekho izinto singazazi ukuthi malume kanjani when we are supposed to be part and parcel of growing the economy as a location. So for us being part of this, it's about growing the economy of a township child more than
I love that so much. You heard it first and exclusively right here, and I love how you use the Vooka Nation, and that's how we refer to the people who support us, because I think essentially at the core of it, the people who consume the content that we create on a day-to-day basis. In closure, there's a lot of stalls here. The coordinator, Upbeat, for this year's festival was with us during the weekend. He mentioned that there's about 120 or so stalls. And out of all of them, 75 are purely kotas and gourmet kotas. So with the power of music, and like you say that Teachers FM is not just a station, right? How do you see the two complementing each other? I mean, ultimately, as people are enjoying ukudla and they're having a good time, music plays such an intricate part, right? We know Astrophysics will be here, and just the team from a station are spending time here. How do they complement each other, do you think? Maybe all the stores. I mean, there's a lady from Katlehong. She's here as well. And she created a kota calling it Soweto, and it was so fascinating for me to find out. So how do you think the two complement each other with all the vendors that are here and the power of music as well?
I think one of the most important things is that we also want to expose to each other, to say, this is who I am, this is where we are, this is what we do. And then I can say also, you know what, I also host my clients who advertise. How do you then ensure Gucci space circle? I can come and host them there. Because at the moment, what saddens me is that largely Vilakazi Street, it's seemingly the only street where there's viable business. And which is, in fact, not. It's sad. It shouldn't be, So what I'm saying is that we need to be able to say we are moving this a notch up. Uguti, some of these places, really let them be like a restaurant, a proper quota restaurant, because they have a menu already. Remember, more than 4 or 5 kinds of quotas. So why can't we get a license to change some drinks as well, some cold drinks? Bring my family, like you do at a restaurant, where you can order your drink, you can order a bottle of wine and sit, enjoy your order. And these are gourmet quotas, remember. It's just not your typical quota, it's a gourmet quota. Yeah, exactly. So we really know what no man change quota 120. You know what? I'm happy. The kind of food. So for me is that our relationship should go beyond just today. It should be about how do we then carry you to the next level? How do you expose yourself to us, Guti? This is who I am, but this is also how I would like to move a notch up. For example, as I was saying, you say, Meninda Oyam say so, I can have a sitting Yabanta by 20. And then we say, okay, now when I've got clients, because I have meetings where clients come, and at the moment it's Pelela Gupi, Vilakazi Street. So we want to move out, because Soweto is bigger than Vooka Street, it's very big. So I'm saying to Vooka Nation, as Voogan, let's collaborate, let's find ways, expose yourself, come to us, let's come to you, because we get clients from Cape Town who advertise with us, who say, this township, what's happening? So let us take you out there, and then when have a quota, fresh bread, it's a gourmet, so it should be celebrated. We should really celebrate. And for me, I wish we could do this more than just once, We should do this more than once. Mama, let's remember, that we are accustomed to, Magune wedding, there's certain kind of foods. Magune functions, there should be functions, in my opinion, where when we have a function, you go to a court outlet and say, I'm hosting a Bantu Society C50. Exactly, yeah. We don't have to necessarily this pry and vote and say, no, I'm hosting a Bantu by 50 Society, say host to him this weekend. So I need you. And imagine if the first one does that, Nalomonye, and then 50. So no, man, that's a brilliant idea. Let's also have another one. So imagine when a record outlet, every month in a Saturday, 50. for the rest of the day, which means that when these 50 weekends, that I've got 50 quarters that I'm doing. When a society lang 50. So imagine if you can then moving from one society to how many stock files do you have in the lookship? A lot. So imagine if those stock files are the ones who come and say, no man, quarter festival, and this niggas in database. We want to explore a possibility to masi hoster, because you have the expertise, you have the experience, you bring the best quarters. Let us ikota sikhule sidle esikolweni. Masihleli lapha in society after discussions indaba ze stock fella, the guy comes sidlela amakota to have our drinks and gourmet quarters, we must say that. For me, that's where we should go. That's what I like. So Vooka Nation, it's time. Let's do things. As forget.
I love that so much, so in closure, because I don't want to keep you for too long. I mean, it's the 8th annual, right? And you guys have been involved, and like you're saying, you guys are the heartbeat. You're at the core of it, right? What's the best memory that you might have over this last 8 years about Ikota, the festival, interacting, Nabantu Abazayo, the patrons, the music, the performances? The one thing that you can say, you know what, this stands out for me as it's the 8th annual.
You know what, I'm going to be selfish. This is about me. In the first Kota festival, it's a Soweto theater, I remember. And I said, I want a brown bread Kota. My daughter was like, hey, is there anything like that? I said to her, when I was at school, we only had Kota a brown bread. Because there was health into it. There's a lot in terms of nostalgia as well. So for me, I'm still carrying that. We need to be able to say, let's bring that. Maybe 20% of Amakota Zako, or push that health issue. It's fun. It's just white bread. When we can push that brown bread thing, I think that'll be. Hence, I'm saying I'm being selfish. It's about me. It's about exactly. And how many of us in Tangazami who exactly who can say to our kids, let's eat this Kote brown. There's nothing wrong with it. And obviously, we can move to also healthy breads, because now there's healthy bread. Let us introduce those healthy breads to our nations. Vooka Nation, as Vooka, health-wise, it's important that we also be healthy.
I love that. Guys, we're having so much fun. And I don't want to keep Obabumhlanga for too long, because we have to enjoy the rest of this second and last day of the Kota Festival 2025, the Soweto Kota Festival. Taking it from here at the Dobsonville Rugby Grounds, bringing it to you only and exclusively where radio meets TV on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. And this time in conversation with Ubabumhlanga from Jozi FM, where it's not just radio. I love that so much, and hopefully in the near future we can do something together and see how we can grow the Soweto economy and keep it here, turn Soweto into a first-class city. I love that so much. So with that being said, let's continue seeing what others have to say, and you and I will see each other after the
Mist.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
Catch us every weekday morning, Monday to Friday, between 7 and 10.
Right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network.
Always bringing you the best content possible.
Vooka Nati, wake up with us and kickstart your day on a great note.
This is your energetic start to the day.